Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Glory Hunters Watch Along. Hudson River Derby, Leagues Cup. Probably one of the biggest matches these two teams have ever played. At least the most on the line, outside a few playoff games. NYCFC, New York Red Bull, they get it on too. And it's a damn shame, Orson. We saw the size of the crowd in Red Bull Park, that beautiful Red Bull Park. Yeah. Not very filled up, unfortunately. Americans cannot get their head around tournaments. They can't get their heads. I mean, like, we were just talking about this before, Orson. You know, you think they'd ever like promotion relegation? We can't even get other Americans to grasp the concept of a Champions League. How are you going to do promotion relegation? You know?
Yeah, you're right about that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's just stuff like that. I don't know. I'm a big believer in. I like the MLS. I like the fact that it's a little weird. It's a little different. I think countries should just do football their own unique way. Everybody should do it. Not everybody should just, you know, I don't think everything should be marketed exactly like the Premier League. In fact, you know, for somebody who has the Premier League and lives in Europe, their production is pretty damn dry. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's
football's better.
Money now.
Football's better, but it's pretty damn dry.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm really excited about
what
today.
I love.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, what I love about the MLS and the Leagues Cup in particular is how the MLS have built their own culture for each club over the last 10, 20 years.
They've done a pretty good
They all
job.
have they all have unique culture. Like, the fans have really done a lot in building a following. The hardcore fans, they all have their own unique style of supporting their team.
Yeah, and you know what?
And
I'm supporting a team. We just made it to the second league, the Bundesliga. We only could pull, this is a big crowd for us. We could only pull about 7,000, 8,000, which is big for us. We only have 1,300 people in the stands, you know? And it was practically empty last year, and I had a great time. And you got to enjoy that whole thing with me last year, you know? And one of our guys went from third league to Champions League, you know? And
could be a big star.
Yeah, you know, my son says something. He goes, I'm not thinking about him as much. You guys are
really
like making fun of me talking about Hollowback, I'm sure. But my son said something. He's like, you know, I really hope he does great. He just said it out of nowhere. I was like, me too. You know, no anger, no hate. I really hope he does great. You know, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
The cool thing is you got a photo with him, and your kid got to meet him, and
we got to meet twice.
Huge. Yeah. Got to meet him twice. That could be huge in a few years if he becomes a big.
Well, he said to Tommy,
superstar.
"You're my biggest fan," and you know he lit Tommy up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's cool.
For those who
I
don't
hope
know,
he does well.
For those who don't know, if you're joining us for the first time, Leagues Cup is a unique tournament. I don't think it's ever been a kind with Liga MX goes up against MLS. And there's less MLS. There's less Liga MX teams than there are MLS teams. And what I think I've learned from this tournament, the tip-top teams are probably. I told you an Irishman there is there. Like they're having it. I think it's Kevin. Is Kevin Egan announcing?
Yeah, I know Kevin Egan. I've heard of him.
Yeah, Kevin Egan. Yeah. Well, I think it's appropriate for an Irishman to call the Hudson River Derby, don't you?
I think so.
Yeah.
We built that city. Yeah.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. So in a lot of ways you did. The Italians would have something to say about that too, but.
I wonder, did they have an Irish club, supporters club over there?
I think the first.
Maybe
team,
not. Maybe.
If I'm not mistaken, the first soccer team's from New Jersey. Organized club. And I think it was started by Irish mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's common.
Yeah.
Priests. They started clubs all over Europe. Celtic was started by a priest. Yeah.
They started clubs. One of the oldest clubs. I think it's probably the oldest club in New York area or country. I think so. There's Dominic Van Seer. If you guys are actually watching, there's a way to watch if you're here. Van Seer has struggled greatly, especially after an incident where he called another player. Some other players on San Jose Earthquake. I'm going to say it because nobody else says it. He called them monkeys, and he swears up and down that he meant it like as in clowns, but they were of African descent, so it did not go down very well. Francier got a long, lengthy suspension, and he's been absolutely impotent ever since. Last game, he scored a double and looked like a big weight was lifted off his shoulder. I don't think he's a racist guy. I think he's Belgian,
No.
and I've heard stuff like that here in Germany that's not intended to be racist, that would be considered very racist in the States. And due to the volatility of the ways the States are, I hope Dominic gets forgiven, and I hope we all move on. You know what I mean?
I believe him.
I believe him too. I speak another language.
Yeah.
I believe him too. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, it was so outrageous. I got to be honest with you. I think less of the San Jose Earthquakes for making a federal case of it and threatening off the field than I do for Dante Vanzier's stupidity. You know, I think it's just a bunch of virtue signaling nonsense. You know.
Yeah.
And here's another thing.
And they all rushed him. I remember.
Yeah,
and
Vanzier, he had no idea what he did. You know, I'm not saying what he did was right, and I can understand people angry with him, but just to carry on like that, I think is ridiculous. They all acted like, well, we're gonna it's not gonna stop racism. I got news for you.
No,
It's just
especially
gonna-
when he's not a racist.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
so. And then ESPN FC saying like, the MLS had an opportunity to do something and they failed again. Well, what did you want to do? Execute him? They never said what should be done. They just said it wasn't enough, which tells me they were going to say that even if they cut off his arm.
Yeah.
So
it was just like out of the blue. He was shocked. You could tell he was shocked by the reaction.
Yeah, he didn't
and
get
then everyone called his behavior disgusting and inappropriate.
And then he
I
came
don't think-
clean. And also, he came clean. He took his suspension. He took some booze
Yeah.
from his own fans. I get that. I mean, he definitely deserves to be called dope. You live in America. You better, you speak the language well enough to figure out what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? Jesus, guy.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. It was a shame. It was a
shame.
pity all around. That
But
happened,
I hope Dominic, because we don't have scoring on the Red Bulls. I'm a little bit of Red Bull partial here. We don't have great scoring on the Red Bulls. They can do everything but finish. So maybe they'll break them over. 12 corner kicks, the 12th one by Tolkien, who was delivering great balls. Finally got turned over. And there's Dominic, number 13, perfect number. Fans say, ooh, Barlow, putting up him up front. That's a little interesting. Put him up there.
Tolkien is left back. I never knew he was.
Oh
left
no, he's
back.
a back.
I thought
Yeah,
he
but
was a
he's one of those backs that enters the fray. He's attacking.
Yeah.
He's an attacking player. He also is a great passer. He's fantastic talent. New Jersey grown. I'm very proud of him. I hope he does all the things that make me insane, like the way he celebrates and stuff. But we're pretty lucky to have him. That being said, New York's played a lot better recently. Both the NYCFC and their rivals, New York Red Bulls, are below the line. Perhaps they can use this. I knew this would happen. I knew some teams would be terrible in MLS, like do great in this tournament. You knew something like that was going to happen.
Yeah. Look at Miami. They're just unbelievable right now.
Yeah.
They couldn't string a pass together.
Yeah.
Until Messi arrived and Busquets, and now they're a completely different side. It's been amazing to see, and they could win the whole thing.
Yeah,
especially with Messi in their team.
But they have, I think what's happened to NYCFC is they had a great team when they won 2 years ago, and that team, of course, has just been eaten alive by Europe over time and other bigger clubs. I think that's what's kind of happened to them over time.
Well, I've said this before, and I think we talked about this before. Messi going to the MLS, it just brings about this feel-good factor that players will want to go there now, even if they are in their prime.
Sure. There was a guy that just Beesbun picked up that did some time in FC Cincinnati. He got picked up for 4 games, but yeah, I mean that'd be great if it's the way I see it is it's surpassed low league. I think it's a elite development league now, and if that's all we ever are, that's fine with me. I don't give a shit. They're all the players are gonna go where the money is. It's always gonna be that way. But I mean, like, with Apple TV in China trying to buy their way into football, I don't know if you can buy a European trophy. You know what I mean? I don't. I think you're
No,
still
I
gonna
don't
have to
think
cut
so.
your teeth in Europe, no matter how many billions they're paying players in Saudi. You gotta, in order to get those billions, you have to cut your teeth in Europe. All real
Yeah.
champions come to Europe, where the game was born to play, to prove themselves. From South America to Russia.
Well, I was just thinking there of the Dutch league. I mean, 20, 30 years ago,
Yeah,
you couldn't get a player from the Dutch league. They wouldn't go. And now
yeah,
they're a farmers league, like the
yeah.
MLS. They can't hold
It
on to
really
players to
is.
save
Although,
their
from
life.
what I understand, they've replaced the French as the best. They're the number 5. France is in
Yeah.
another 6th spot, like under FIFA or something. Those ratings are shit. Anyway, but I bet it's a more fun league to watch. Yeah, I mean, was the last team to win the Champions League was at FC Porto with Jose Mourinho in 2002 or 3. Didn't they
Those-
win
the
that?
Portuguese
The
side. Yeah,
Portuguese, yeah,
Portuguese.
and that was Mourinho, which got him to Chelsea. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Ajax were a giant in the 90s.
when I
They
was a
were,
kid, they were giant. There was,
yeah.
but it'll never be that way again because it's funny because you can probably tell, not with perfect accuracy, because the entire salary base of the Toronto FC is 300 million, and LAFC is only 150 million. But for the most part, with some exceptions like that, you can see how good a team is by what they're paying for on total salary. I hate to say it, but nowadays that's the case. That was not always the case. It wasn't even the case when I was a kid. I mean, like a Celtic could be competitive, and win cups and stuff like that out of Europe, but it's not really that way anymore. So I mean, I'm satisfied with elite development league with Lionel Messi and Sergei Busquets and I mean, whoever wants to come over when they want to wind it up. There's Dominic. Let's see if we can capture that.
Yeah.
Looks like they're about ready to kick off.
Those
Kevin
are
Egan.
Jersey fans.
Yeah.
Kevin
I'd
Egan.
be.
I'm trying to think that he played for Ireland.
If I ever had to move back home, I'd get a season ticket. Another thing, especially closer to train.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
This is in New Jersey, isn't it?
Yes, it
The
is.
Red Bulls are in New. Yeah. Sorry, my geography, especially when it comes
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
America,
yeah.
is
It's like right
terrible.
across. I mean, it's not really a. If a derby is officially, they're not. Both these teams are not New York. They're just called New York. In fact,
Yeah.
the Metro Stars, which is the team this used to be, was called the New Jersey Metro Stars, which is what this team probably should be called. But Red Bull was never going to have that.
No. Red Bull. I
New
mean,
Jersey
they're.
is New Jersey. I haven't captured this thing yet. My anybody's watching, I will capture the time because they took the clock off.
They did.
But
There's
it's,
no
there
clock.
it is. It's back. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be there in a second with y'all. Here you go.
Hello,
There we go.
Rosie. Rosie's in the audience. Hello, Rosie. Rosie
Hello,
keeps
Rosie.
us in check.
Hello, Rosie. Hopefully, we don't draw a big crowd tonight, which we probably won't. I mean, look at the stands. Well, what's saying? You know what? Rosie's let's pull Rosie up. Watch a game with us.
Yeah.
Why don't you watch a game with us? You've been
Get
invited.
the
Hang out
female
with us.
intuition.
Thank you.
Hey,
You're
Rosie.
welcome. You're welcome.
How are you?
Rosie's an ultra. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they can. I'm really hoping that Vince here can have a breakout. I wonder if something clicked with him.
I think he just wrote it out. He wrote out the
I hope.
the
Yeah, it
fans.
feels
and
like
he,
yeah.
he put his head down and he needed that goal and he got it.
Yeah, he
and
got it.
he knows now he can
But it
just.
took
he
like
can
I
keep
don't know
going.
how many amazing deliveries by Tolkien. And Tolkien kicks with both legs. Yeah, he could take corners from both sides, and was delivering them.
Unbelievable
Way.
delivery.
Yeah. Oh, really great. He really does. I don't know if he'll ever be. I don't know if he'll ever find his way in Europe. Tolkien. He seems a little.
He's good enough.
He might have
He is
talent.
good enough.
I don't know. I wonder. I hope he does. I'm hoping wrong. But I think he definitely could be an MLS or a New York legend for sure. You know what I mean?
He could just stay there and just say, right, this
Yeah.
is my yard, and
Sure.
become a legend there. There's no.
He grew up going and
Nothing
came
against
seeing Thierry Henry. This is his
Yeah.
club too. It's kind of weird, but look, Americans don't have a collection with MLS clubs. Well, not many of them. Like they would with other sports clubs or like they would in Europe. I mean, most of these clubs are pretty new, you know.
They just need a like a David Beckham to come in, like a former superstar who's a good technical director who knows what players to get and
Mm. Well,
knows
I
the way
mean, I've
forward
heard
with a club.
rumors about Red Bull not giving a shit because of Leipzig and what's
That's a
the other
pity.
team in Salzburg? That's the teams they care about.
Yeah,
I've heard that. I don't know
and
if
they have
it's
a big.
true.
Yeah,
They really haven't made a major
that's that.
signing since Thierry Henry or and Rafa Marquez. You know.
That's a pity. This is the thing with
Well, I mean, I
conglomerates.
often wonder if other teams want to play for us. You know, like because it's Red Bull and because it rubs people the wrong way. You know, because it's a drink and people feel weird about that. I don't mind being owned by Red Bull. I mind being called a can of soda. You know,
Well, that's true. Yeah,
and you might
you
see me slip
know,
every so often and say Metro Stars.
it's like yeah, it's like calling a team Mountain Dew. You know,
Yeah, yeah, I can never take that
they
seriously.
get one of the green teams get Mountain Dew as a
Yeah, I
sponsor, and they
know.
become Mountain Dew. One of the Rocky teams, you know,
Yeah.
one of the mountain teams.
All
I
right.
mean, Red Bull though, they when they put their stamp on sports, they do well. So this is actually a strange
I like the
scenario where
fact
they've
that they're kind of putting their mark on football. You know, you see the Red Bull
yeah
football, Gegenpress. I think it comes from Red Bull style, and I don't mind that they
yeah
invest so much in sport. You know, all sorts of sports, strange ones too. Like that super
motorsports they're
that
dominating.
aerial
Yeah,
sport where they're flying airplanes looks dangerous as hell.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
They're big in like the FGC in the fighting game community.
Oh really? Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I like
Yeah.
all that, but I just don't like their logo feces, as George Carlin called it everywhere. Um, what he did.
Oh, nice play here by New York
Yeah, New
City.
York's controlling a little while. I'm getting a little nervous here. NYCFC. We got to be. It's two New Yorks. We got to be the blue team.
I would just say City and Red Bull. That's probably
I
the
could
best way.
say Metro Stars. Fuck it.
Yeah, Metro Stars and City.
Metro
they have
Stars
the
in
blue,
City.
so
Yeah, we
they're-
call it or Metro. Like
yeah.
we used to call them Metro when I was a kid. It's
Metro and City, yeah.
it's Metro and City. Yeah.
City are in blue.
Keep an eye
And
on
the
some of the
keeper
other games
is
too.
yeah, because it's all knockout now, isn't it? So-
This is knockout. I think it goes straight
Yeah.
to penalties though still, which I don't particularly like. But rules are the rules. I don't think they want them playing. I don't think they want them playing like 30 extra minutes because
No,
of, they have to go
especially
back
when
to
they
the
have
season.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
be different.
like.
if it was,
I gotta be honest with you. I
off-season.
hope it's not that way in the final though. You know.
Yeah, we'll
I should
see.
look that up.
It'll be a shame. It'll be a shame if they don't.
Try this. Rules
That
for
guy-
Leagues Cup 2023. Maybe I can find some information on that.
That Metro manager looks like he should be managing a basketball team.
Yeah.
He does all the posing of a basketball manager, getting on his knee. You know, he's got the suit. All he's missing is a clipboard. You know.
No ties in Leagues Cup. Each team receives 1 point in the game. Winner regulation counts as 3 points. Okay, that's for the Plims. Preliminaries, group stages, MLS Cup. As the boy group stage. Each couple play 2 matches. Group assignments. MLS clubs are ranked from 2 to 16. MLS, EMX Cups. Knockout round, single game elimination. Round of 32, 16 matches. Round of 16, 8 matches. Quarterfinals, 4 matches. So I know name. Third place winner. Third place match qualifies for championship leagues. Oh wow! So the third place match you're actually playing for something. That's kind of cool. Final
Yeah.
on Saturday, August 19th. Both teams qualify for Champions League. Cup winner skips directly to the round of 16.
Oh,
So
that'll be for next season's Champions League. obviously.
well, yeah, because this one's over.
Oh, yeah.
But they might
this
start
one's
playing.
over,
Yeah,
yeah.
this one's over. Yeah. So I'll probably start playing those mat rounds pretty soon, though. I would imagine.
Very slow start here. Nothing really
It's called
happening.
Champions Cup this year, by the way. They changed it back for some fucking reason. I don't know. You know, I saw somebody and I
Maybe it's
translated what they
because
said in Mexican or Mexican in Spanish. That's all I should have said. In Spanish, I translated what they said, and it was just like, you guys really should settle on a name. Like, that's one of the problems with CONCACAF. You guys switching around, screwing stuff around, and nobody gets any like good feelings for it or anything because it's just changed the name. I was like, well, that guy's smart. He's on to something. What do they got going
oh,
over
here we
here?
go.
Red Bull gonna make something happen.
It's all testy at the moment.
Tolkien's
They're
always
just kind of filling each
screwing
other.
around with his hair. I like his marine haircut that he had at the Gold Cup.
David Beckham had probably the greatest there. He just stayed in place the whole time.
I know, it's ridiculous. Imagine what he put into it.
Yeah. Brill cream. Because
he was so influential on style. Hey, Mr. Figueroa. I wish I understood you. I wish I understood you, buddy. But I hope every Mexican team loses. I'm just kidding. I don't know if you understand me or not.
I'm actually a fan of Leon after what they did in the Champions
Actually,
League.
me
Or
too.
Leon,
I thought that was
however.
quite, I was quite impressed with Leon. They took LAFC apart, dude.
Yeah.
I was kind of waiting for LFC to walk all over them, especially the way the Sounders dealt with Tigres the year before,
Oh, yeah. Oh, they spanked them.
They spanked them,
Yeah.
They handled Tigres. Tigres is a good damn team. Well, that's the thing I noticed. If I had to be fair or honest or anything like that, the tip-top Liga MX teams are much better, right? The middle and lower tier teams are not as good as our middle and lower tier teams. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
We have a little more depth in the middle than at the top. So I think, I still think Club America is the scariest team in this competition, even though they lost the game. But they scare. But the distance between these two leagues is not that much. And boy, you couldn't say that 10 years ago. Well, probably only in recent years.
It's encouraging. It really
Mexican Premier League was, it's great. It's an awesome league too because their playoff system is fucking killer.
Yeah.
They'll get relegation back. I'm sure that'll make a few of them happy.
It's similar to the French league and the Dutch league in terms of the top teams are good.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 teams, and then after that, it's just the same level.
League where I think the depth is a little more leveled out in in MLS. You really don't know what's going to happen in MLS.
That's why I like it.
There's 4 major trophies to win now. I wonder if we'll
and
see
Messi could win 2. Messi could win 2 of them.
2 of them. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Could potentially he could win 3 of them if they go on a run during the play. Oh, they have to make the playoffs though. I swear to God though, if he might as well be a treble if he makes the playoffs. Messi,
they'd have to win
and then wins medal in this, it'll be crazy. There is something magical happening over in that. I watched that game when I woke up. There is something magical happening there. It really is something to see.
That guy from Finland was ridiculously good. He's come out of nowhere.
Brian Taylor. He's got this super English name, and
Yeah. I wonder did he get capped for Finland? I wonder is he playing for his country? Because if he isn't, he will be now.
Yeah, these things are true. These are true.
Unbelievable. Messi has just brought a new injection into Miami. Here we go, New York or City or crossing in.
City
no chances
Metro.
yet.
We'll go City and Metro City.
Yeah. No point saying it's like saying.
Well, if
Manchester.
they ever combine the two teams, they'll call Metro City United.
It's like watching Manchester United and Manchester City.
I wonder if that'll actually ever happen.
Teams.
You know that? I wonder if that actually ever happen if they combine the teams.
Well, look at the stadium. I mean, come on. Great stadium, and
they never should. I remember I was a little nervous when they put a second team over here. I mentioned to a couple buddies of mine at the bar, are you gonna root for NYCFC? I was like, no, because fucking John Terry's going there. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it after what he did. And was it John Terry? I forget who it was. And there was rumors that they're calling the Cosmos, which I would have definitely switched because I didn't like the Red Bull thing. But I do wonder, like, with these turnouts here, and
Would it be
boy,
better
it
off
didn't take
merging
long. It
them?
didn't take
Yeah.
long for City to win to New York City to win their first championship. I do wonder if that'll happen one day, or they just absorb them.
I think the
Yeah.
problem is that Metro have such a history. I don't think the
They don't
fans,
really
the
have that
hardcore
much
fans,
of a
will want it.
history, though. They've had some great players. They started off all right, but they never closed the deal. They have Thierry Henry. They have Wright, who
Going back to
scored scores
the
last year. Prior to that, they had Tony Miola and a couple other like early American soccer stars, like in the '90s and early 2000s.
I'm talking about Beckenbauer, in the 70s. Wasn't he at New
Oh,
York?
yeah. Oh, you're talking Cosmos now,
Yeah.
but that's a totally different ball of wax. Well, I think from what I was told is they were so afraid about the way the NASL fell apart that they didn't want anything to do with anything NASL. That's why they didn't try to bring, which was a mistake, I think. They didn't try to bring the Portland in, the Vancouver Whitecaps, the Portland, the Seattle Sounders, who were all in the NASL and eventually back in MLS, who have great traditions, like really cool shit, like that log in Portland, and
Yeah.
the Viking clap that they do, and the cool clap that they do in Seattle. Seattle rocked the house, man. They sell a lot of people. I mean,
Handicap. Yeah.
like 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 Verse is telling me, like, if you gotta plan your day around Sounders traffic. You get caught up in there because it's really that popular over there. They really know how to sell this shit out.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Pacific Northwest, it seems to be way stronger. So these are teams that are in ACL. So when the league died, the teams went on and they still carried their traditions. Whereas teams like Metro Stars and Galaxy, Columbus Crew, they kind of had to develop their own.
Yeah.
And because they're new, they're essentially new teams now. Not every team's got a really strong identity. Like, not every team's like Galaxy. They got a great identity.
Oh.
Not everything. Like the Cosmos had a huge identity at Pele. But I do wonder if
Oh,
that's
yeah.
happening right now for our Flamingo friends. When it's Tolkien with the ball.
Yeah.
So far, a lot of midfield play, not particularly interesting.
You'd say good defending as well. I mean, there's no chances the defense are playing well.
New York needs a star.
They haven't been tested really. Either team haven't been tested.
New York is
Goalkeepers definitely haven't been tested.
desperate for a star.
But also the 3 places in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Is this the biggest meeting we've ever seen between NYCFC?
Yeah, even New York City have been under the radar. Haven't played.
Well, I mean, they got picked apart after they won championships. There's a lot about great players, and slowly but surely, the bigger clubs came in and pick you off. I mean, that's the problem with rooting with small football. I experienced it firsthand with Wiesbaden this year. I lost both my favorite players.
Yeah.
That's just about it. But you root for a club, not an individual. And that's the same thing. If Tolkien has a big season, he drags them to the playoffs. He'll be in Belgium, Portugal, or you never know, or Italy, or somewhere else in no time flat.
Leeds, yeah, and
Lee, he could be finding himself in Lee or in England or something like that.
Small club, maybe Premier League,
I wouldn't mind
newcomers like
playing.
Luton.
Championship League's fun. I can't wait to see that first game in Luton Town.
You have to go through a front garden to get to the stadium. Somebody's front garden.
Yeah.
It only holds like
Yeah,
10,000 people. Yeah.
Got it through a friend of mine's house.
Yeah. Crazy. Meteoric rise,
Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy for Luton Town. There's Danny Elderman. He's another New York, New Jersey guy from the area. Our boys tend to come from rich, tidy whitey communities. It's just weird.
Shocker.
For yeah. For us, we're embarrassing, but for Europeans, that's a mind blowing. This is every man's game. In the States, it's I'm trying to think.
It's very waspy here.
Yeah, it's a little wild. Well, yeah, it is a bit waspy with the traveling teams. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a little waspy.
In the knockout stages this evening.
I'm trying to think.
We're gonna
Well, I
wrap
mean, most of
up
the kids,
this
I always grew up in Catholic areas, so.
brilliant Sandwich.
Well, Flemington was pretty
Leeds Cup
waspy.
wrap-up following the final match
What
of
does
the
that mean?
White Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm Catholic.
Waspy.
Yeah, pretty waspy.
That's even
White
that's
Anglo-Saxon.
over my head
Yeah,
completely.
yeah. You never heard that before?
Never.
White Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
I was thinking of wasps, like, you know.
Yeah, that's the nickname. Here we go. That's away.
Oh, good press. Here we go. Come on. Oh, and he just gave
Are
the
you gonna
ball
give me a
away.
yellow card for
My
that? Come
good
on.
God Almighty.
Don't you dare give him a yellow card for that.
It's a gamble. You have to
Don't you
make those
dare.
decisions in a split second. That's a really dangerous ball.
Don't
from
you
that
dare.
crease to keep
So
it
when you
could argue
that category
that
would be
he's
like preppy, would it the
behind
waspy
him. He's got
gang?
options in
Would
the
it be
right
like
areas.
prep
We've got
schools
Hudson
and,
on the other side, which
or is it
Yeah,
just
I
more
mean,
the
at the
background?
highest level in colleges and stuff like that's kind of where it is. It was considered kind of a
Yeah.
European game, but it's like and I don't think most Americans really understand it's a game for the lower classes. You know, I don't think I didn't get that impression. I thought it was from Europe. It was sophisticated. It's not. You know, I think if they sold it like that a little more, I think more Americans would actually get interested in it. Another problem with the Americans, like we can't reach into low-income areas because of the reputation soccer has. Like, you know, I'm sorry, like
Yeah.
black kids that are American-born black kids are gonna be like, what is this? You know, when
Yeah.
especially when people falling over and shit. You know.
Yeah.
Now that was cool.
Not without a bruise, okay? That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
I think you should get rid of that goddamn mustache, Dominic.
Looks dopey.
Is that him? Is that his
Well,
mustache?
the female linesman got an absolute rollick in there from Token, so it's good to see equal rights, you know, happening
Yeah,
in football.
sure.
You shouldn't be getting away with bad decisions if you're a different gender. If you want to be a lines person in this sport, not trying to get political, I'm just saying, you know, you can't take it easy on these ladies if they want to be
Shut up.
doing a tough job.
New York's got a much better ball possession. No shots on goals as of yet. Fouls are about even with one extra goal in the Red Bulls. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that New York's been able to kind of handle the ball as well as they've had so far.
Being very uneventful, like no creation, no.
Actually, I
That was
didn't.
a poor
I
goal.
forgot the last game of meaning in elimination games they played was actually Red Bull versus NYCFC. It's a 3-0 victory in June of 2022. That was the Open Cup. They lost to them in July. I remember that match. They lost them in July and in September. So they kind of lost both Derby games regular season. This year, Red Bulls are up 1-0 on them, and in MLS, and then of course they got another game in Yankee Stadium in September. So this is one extra game for the Hudson River Derby, and I lost connection here. Are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
know if it's me or
GameStop.
let me see. GameStop on my end.
Game is gone. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Let's fix this shit. Hold on. See if it's me or we freeze. Make sure. It
As
wasn't
long
my
as it
computer.
wasn't a.
Okay, let's get it. We'll get it back up. We always do.
I remember when I was a kid, I was listening to an
I
Arsenal
shouldn't
game
have
on the
done
radio.
that. I should have waited.
Yeah, we couldn't afford Sky Sports, so I was listening to a game on the radio, and they got a penalty, and they needed to win the match to, you know,
We'll get it back up
push
as soon
on
as
to win the league.
possible. Please quit this application before you execute it again. Hang on, I gotta see if it's in there. Camera hub. I'll quit that one. Oh, come on, there's any extra processes running here? Yeah.
So, Rosie, you going to be watching SummerSlam this weekend?
I hope to be. I
Yeah.
always try to watch like the bigger WB events at this point.
Ah, got it.
That's gotten better. Yeah. I'm enjoying wrestling again.
I can't. I have a hard time watching it week in, week out, because sometimes like the lines are just stupid.
Yeah.
But
It
you know,
is
generally
very
for the
soap
pay per
opera.
view, at least I know I'm going to get like a pretty good show.
They're all good entertainers right now. They all put
Oh
on a
no,
show.
they have quite the roster right now.
Yeah. They know
Yep.
how to
Ah, it's
please
my
a crowd.
capture card went to shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, really?
You usually just have to restart it.
Okay.
I thought we were missing much.
No, I hope we didn't miss a goal. That sucked.
Yeah.
There we go. We're back.
It's insane, and you know,
Back.
sometimes goalkeepers are put in
Oh,
situations
looks like there
where
was a
they have to
collision
be
with
the hero,
Cologne,
and he
with
did it. And
Cornell.
I think it was good for him
You
because
just need to share
I
your
can't
screen,
recall
Tony.
exactly
See the
which game it
play here.
was.
Oh,
but
sorry.
it was a few games ago in Major League Soccer play where he made
No
a
worries.
really bad
We get it.
mistake
1, 2,
that
3.
cost his team 3
There you
points.
go.
And you know, to be able to have that sort of performance versus Atletico San
Is
Luis,
he
it's going to
done?
be good for his confidence. This is one of the best defensive teams in
Trying
to
Major League
stamp it
Soccer.
out.
They
Big
don't give
game.
up a lot of goals, and a lot of it is because of their defensive structure, but also
He's
because of
been
individual
really,
brilliance.
really
Carlos
shaky
Coronel,
of
who
late.
seems to be doing okay. This is good news for
Carlos
Cholas.
Cornell, but he had a huge save
Carlos
in
Coronel,
the
a man who's
closing
been
minutes
in the Red Bull
Yeah.
system since he was
of
just
the last
15 years
game
of age. Starting out
versus
he set up at
Atletico
Red
Luis.
Bull
I think
Bragantino,
it's called.
then known as Red Bull Brazil.
Saved the
Yeah,
game
that's
and
it.
then
Red Bull
Nervous.
Salzburg,
made an excellent
here in New York. now.
chuck right out to Dante Vencier and pretty much closed out the game and moved on.
Hopefully good news that Carlos Coronel
Crazy ending.
continue.
Crazy ending.
To save a penalty and then to score right afterwards.
Yeah.
It's just, it was ridiculous.
I think that's the kind of quality that he can put up. I think he's shaky, but I mean, you know, they have one of the lowest, you know, goals against in the league for a reason. Some of it's him, some of it's the defense.
And look at the possession.
Problem with New York
66% in favor of
is finishing.
NYCFC. Let me remind you, when the teams faced each other here in May,
which
it
I
was
think
68%
might be.
to NYCFC.
I don't know if it's talent. I
Yet they
think
lost the game
it's
1-0.
psychological,
It was a game
in my
of,
opinion.
scoring goals, and it was
Metro have always had good defenders. Always.
Seems that way. Even Rafa Marquez.
we expected this.
Yeah.
This is just the
Mm-hmm.
model.
I remember watching them even like years ago when they had good defense.
Yeah. No,
The key number is going to be at
that's
the
it.
end.
What's up? Well,
Big tall guys.
At the top of the stats. That's
we
the-
have
Oh,
the-
Token, what are you
No
doing?
wonder. Yeah, I've never actually. He rarely makes a mistake like that.
I don't want to talk about
He's got
XG.
excellent touch. Although the penalty that was given away by Tolkien.
Alongside Miguel.
That's
He's
right,
done.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Tolkien made a kind of a lazy defensive play that turned into and
So much fun so far. Who's going to take the bragging
he
rights
got
here
it.
in New York this evening?
I'm so happy.
Free kick award
You got to
to
remember
CFC.
your job. You know,
Yeah, you gotta
he is
do
a defender. Yeah.
Yeah. He got a little. He might have got a little tired out there.
Sometimes he
He's
gets
in
so
there crying to the
involved
ref.
in attacking.
He's crying
Yeah.
to the referee, and I'm like, no,
Such a spark plug.
Oh,
John.
begging him, saying,
John, I
"Please."
mean, come on. Like, you had to call that.
Yeah.
What's the point, you know?
Quintero, he thrown-
Free kick for New York. Not a super exciting game. Doesn't feel like much of a derby.
Matt Freese just take
Gotta be honest with
Yeah,
you.
because you see
There hasn't been a chance, and it's
Um,
26
okay,
minutes.
so-
Yeah. Well, I hope everyone's enjoying the watch along.
Um,
Or
Oh.
if you're watching it live or catching up after.
Who knows? Maybe it gets good towards the end of the second half. If it usually if the last 10, 20 minutes is good, and everybody forgets how boring the rest of the game was. Oh, Johnny, you got nutmegged.
Oh, Jesus. Getting a bit tasty now.
Frankie Amaya.
Yeah.
Well done, Amaya, if he doesn't.
Tackles flying in.
Johnny nutmeg there. Let's get you going around what's going around the rest of the league. I bet you want to know.
Great.
In the
Any
28th
big
minute,
shocks yet?
Pumas versus Cuatero.
Goes to ground.
And there it's
Pumas! Oh, here
here's
we
an
go,
opportunity for
chance.
New York, come on.
Into the
Oh,
box.
whoa,
Oh, he's gone over.
yeah,
Could
that's-
be a penalty. Is it a penalty?
This
What's
is what we
the
saying,
referee
let's
going
get-
to do?
And a yellow to boot. And there's not much resistance
Who's the yellow
from
for?
from the New York. Yeah, it's yellow.
It's a penalty then.
Yeah, it's a penalty. Oh, absolutely, it's a penalty.
Now, how can you go
Elderman.
and check VAR after giving a card? I mean, that's ridiculous. If you know it's a penalty, why are you checking VAR? I suppose then if it's not a penalty, let's see what happened
There's
here.
no, they're not
inside,
even. Yeah,
cut
clear.
inside. Oh,
Clear
Stonewall penalty. Yeah.
Clear, no,
Yeah.
there's not even much complaint going on by City.
No.
So
Bad tackle.
it's bad. Very similar to what we saw Tolkien get in trouble
Yeah.
with towards the end with the big save to Cornell. The big save to Cornell. So
That's the first time they got into the box.
yeah,
The first
Bobby-
time they actually managed to get into the box.
Bobby
And
Sands.
they get a penalty.
Well, it's, I know it's from hockey too. Playing hockey, sometimes if you're a defender or a goalie or something, if you're not getting pressured, I think you're more likely to make a mistake if you're, surprised defending. The first card goes to Gray. I thought it went to Bobby Sands. I was wrong. I apologize.
That's some name. My God. That name is like folklore in Belfast.
What, Bobby Sands? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that Bobby Sands? Oh, maybe.
he
Hold
was,
on a second. Hold on a second. I'm not calling him. Maybe I have the wrong name. It's James Sands. Excuse me. I got it confused. James
Oh,
Sands.
okay. I was thinking it.
I was
I was
thinking.
like, what a name to have.
I was thinking of Bobby Sands. Is what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Has been tested so far. Will this be the
I could be a distant cousin. You never know.
Yeah, let's see where he's from. Well, he's American. I wish they said what state they're from.
Oh, I'm trying to look at this guy's composure now stepping up. He looks more confident than the kid who took the penalty
No, he's
in
made
the last game.
the All-Star game. James Sands.
Yeah.
There we go.
I say this is in. This is in. He looks very confident.
Better be in this team. He's had trouble finishing himself.
Goalkeeper is playing mind games, shouting at the referee. He
Yeah.
won't get on his line. Slowing up, making your man think. He's not even looking at the goal. He won't look at the goal to give away any clue of where he wants to put it.
Fernandez versus Freeze.
Very unusual run-up he has. Very direct. Oh, here we go.
There he goes. Make it easy.
Great penalty, yeah. Never a doubt with that guy. He looked very confident stepping up.
Yeah, Bulls on parade, baby.
Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Oh, yeah, that's Bulls on Parade, isn't it?
Omir Fernandez, American, number 24 years old.
Let's take a look at the foul here by Luquinhas. He does a terrific job.
This is a nice play to get the penalty. He fleeced him.
Oh, it's one step, really.
Yeah, no question. Yeah,
One step.
yeah, no mess.
Oh, bang. That's very good.
He gambles the wrong way, and Fernandez puts the ball in the back of the net. He kisses it.
The goalkeepers will pick up any sign. That's why they.
That fooled me too. I felt like he was going to pull it to his
Yeah.
left as well. He would have fooled me as well.
Omir Fernandez.
He didn't give away any signs. He didn't even look at the goal. See
Big
where
goal.
he's putting it.
It's always good to strike first. You win a lot of games striking first. So.
Well, there's something to talk about now, at least.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Goal, a penalty. It was a clear-cut penalty. There's nothing. We're not arguing about it. We're not talking about it ruining the game. There's no other call to make there.
Yeah. City need to really, start playing out because it's knockout.
And City's gonna have to be. They're gonna have to. When they get chances.
They gotta take it.
Yeah, they got.
I know
You know,
it's
they got.
the
They got to
adage,
get. They got to
but-
put themselves in to be able to finish those chances too.
Because
They were the better team.
we know-
in the beginning of this game, and weren't
Yeah.
able to convert on much.
and Metro have a history of missing chances. How many did they miss the last match? It must
What?
have been Red Bull New York. They missed about 15
Oh
chances
God,
the
it
last
was
match.
really hard to watch.
Yeah, so they're going to miss. They're going to miss opportunities. So they gotta be clinical. But their build-up play is very slow. I mean, the goalkeeper.
It's definitely a defense first atmosphere.
Yeah.
And if they can,
And they're losing it.
oh, here we go. Here we go. That's good.
Listen.
Good press. Turn over the ball
Good press.
here.
Good ball.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh.
Shoot the.
No. Shot deflection. Amir Fernandez, the guy who scored the penalty. Okay.
This is what I'm talking about.
New York. Oh, looks like they drew a foul. That might be a yellow card.
Yeah, that was a professional foul.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Maybe one you had to take, actually. That's a yellow you might have to take.
Yeah. Yeah, they call that professional foul.
You know why do they call it that?
Because as a professional, you read the game, you realize they're going to attack, so you do anything you can to stop the play, and you take the card basically. Roy Keane was a master at it. You know, pull on the jersey to stop a counter attack, take the yellow card, or completely wipe out somebody like you did with Aaron Shearer. Just break his legs, you know.
Frankie Almaya ends up getting the. Frankie Almaya.
I swear there was one game, Roy Keane fouled the guy and he just started walking off the field. He knew well he was sent off.
Yeah,
he didn't even look at the referee giving him the card. Yeah.
They're gonna have to play the same way. They're gonna have to gamble. That's just the way they play. And for Red Bull,
you need to get your ass up. That's what ref told Vulcan.
It would have been a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's the other way around, where Red Bull, concede to goal, and now they have to be a little bit more aggressive. But
I don't mind them telling them that.
Get
your ass up.
To continue to build through the press to try to open up the game. They cannot play direct. It's going to be difficult.
This won't be an easy game to win.
I don't think.
I mean,
these teams are both struggled below the line, playoff line.
Yeah.
They're both playing better as of late since Leagues Cup. So no, I don't think this. I think if Metro has any delusions that this game is in the bag because they scored first, we're gonna see this game get tied up more than likely. But that being said, take advantage of New York not really dealing with City not really dealing with the press very well. I think that's fair to say. They haven't dealt with it all that cleanly.
Well, I can't see them scoring from open play, City. I can only see them scoring from a corner or a free kick or a penalty.
I do feel that if Red Bull scores again, Metro, whatever, it's gonna be very difficult to climb out of this. But I don't think it's far from over. But yeah, keep the press up and maybe just take advantage of one of their mistakes in the back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice flick.
This is exactly their game plan. It's going as they
almost Ronaldinho style. After watching him this evening, watching the clips.
Passing quickly. Ledesma spinning.
That's poor again. That whatever tactics City have, it's not working at the moment.
No, it's not. I feel like they're just getting smothered by red jerseys every time they have the ball. They don't. It's almost like the way Leon covered LAFC in the Champions League, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Not as clinical, but and not as pretty looking, but still, I mean, just you're swarmed by red jerseys. They don't have time to make more than one touch, which is great. I don't know if Metro can keep that up though. Whole match, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's like a red blanket every time they get the ball.
Yeah. Troy Lesane took over early in the season.
The Red Bulls won their first ever
Esther, Coach Gruber was let go.
Scene in that supporter section will never be forgotten.
He was a character. He's a character.
I love it. They got a party going on over there with the flags and everything, and the dancing.
No, this is where City.
Ooh, look, are we getting a little rain on the field? Huh?
Rain starts to pour here.
Just came out of nowhere. Huh?
New Jersey.
Well,
it could make things interesting, yeah.
Is immaculate. You and I had
I
a chance
agree.
to walk around by the field earlier tonight. Now getting that extra bit of water.
This is better.
Santi Rodriguez.
This is better by City. Going up the wings. Oh, he slipped.
As a player, do you adjust your footwear here at halftime if the rain continues to fall?
Yeah, it depends on how much it continues to fall, but this is perfect for the intensity of the game. The ball moves faster.
I like
This is
playing
the
with a little
intensity,
rain,
and
warm rain.
Goalkeepers don't like it as much.
I like the feeling.
but it's certainly
Yeah,
for the
it's very
spectator.
refreshing.
Yeah, especially this time of the
It's
year.
refreshing. Yeah, that's what I
Yes.
told Tommy. He ran a lot during his camp, and I said I used to like that, and he said it's where he didn't really get first because really coming down, but he started to enjoy it towards the end.
Yeah,
I don't know,
So-
man. Like going up for a big header and like falling in a big puddle was fucking fun when I was a kid. You know? You ever like collide? I remember colliding with this guy. We both like hit the ground and splashed. It was fucking awesome. We even looked at each other like that was pretty fun. You know? You know, like it was the opposite. I didn't know who the kid was. Like we just looked at each other. That was awesome. You know?
right, playing Gaelic football with a sleet storm and a hailstorm. My God, I got a ball to the face. Yeah, I got a
here
ball
we
to
go.
the face. I thought my head was on fire.
Oh, what a move! What a shot! Who was
Great
that?
save. Was that the same guy?
Cameron Harper. Jesus, let's see this again.
Good play.
Who gets lucky, that rebound
Look
falls
at
to his
this.
feet. Look at
Oh,
this
you
save.
got
Taking the-
juked.
To get past
Yeah, good
the
save.
defender there.
Good
Take a
save.
quality
Heads up.
strike. Good save there by Fries.
Cameron Harper. I see more of that, Cameron.
Oh, good cross here. Oh, whoa!
I like
Keeper
this
gets
pressure.
it.
I like this pressure.
From the angle there, I thought Luquinhos was going to get the header. It looked like it was going in for a split second from where the camera was situated. And yeah, it was weak in the end, but it looked better first time around. Oh shit! Great save. What happened there? They fell asleep.
The offside flag is raised.
Not by
Once
much.
more that pressure, Miguel.
Not by much, I tell you, because Chanel was sleeping over there.
Tommy, you there?
And
Yeah. Why?
Hello.
quick enough.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that?
But it wasn't by
What?
much.
No, I kind of fell asleep for a second. Why? Something distracted me. What do you got?
They regained the ball.
Watch this. Watch.
Walking, and that rebound
Watch.
was not by much.
Fanzir
Oh,
out of
jeez.
nowhere. Right.
Yeah, they feel. I feel like they're together.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. This press is exhausting for NYCFC.
Yeah, they're saying.
All the momentum is in
I like the way
They're looking to
Lisane
extend the
has
lead
them
here
playing.
towards the dying moments of the first
And
half.
they and City's not dealing with this. The pressure they're dealing with. Or this the way they're.
Up here in the booth.
I like this.
Omir Fernandez wide
Referee
left.
gave
They're starting to take now.
gave Omir Fernandez a dummy.
Has to be the most infuriating thing in football when a referee,
Youth players.
you know, without even meaning to, can change a game by a deflection off
Yeah,
his leg,
I know it doesn't.
and it
count.
goes into a through ball.
And you'll blow it.
You can't do anything
you'll blow
about
it
it.
dead. It's how it happens in hockey every so often too.
Yeah.
Free kick awarded to NYCFC handball.
You getting tired, eh?
Talent.
A little bit.
NYCFC
Little bit.
and the
Little
Red
bit.
Bulls, in particular when you look at the fullbacks for the New York Red Bulls they've produced over the years.
I love what Harper is doing here. In the last 5 minutes, he's
I thought I lost your connection there because that was a big chance, and
No,
you
I
were so
kind
quiet.
of. Yeah, I kind of dozed for a second.
I
I don't know what I was
Yeah, it's
thinking
definitely a
of.
moment you would have reacted to.
Yeah.
Purely because of individual brilliance.
I was actually looking down at my iPad too and halfway dozing. So here's a
Oh, Luquinhas taking the space now. Dante
Oh, good ball.
Dante Vincier, bad touch.
Shot.
Ugh,
Jesus
ugh,
Christ.
ugh.
This is a repeat of the last game.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
just-
All right, I love the way he won that ball there. I love it.
Yeah.
I love watching Tolkien, man. He's got a lot of pep. Oh wow, the crowd
doesn't
getting
want to
into
be a
it. You hear
left
that? Let's go Red Bulls chant.
Yeah.
It's the crowd. That's good
Yeah.
shit.
Amaya.
Good support your local.
You forget this is a derby. 'cause-
Let them know you care. Yeah, the
Yeah.
people that are there really do give a fuck. You know.
They're ultras, yeah.
They're
definitely.
we're all ultras now. Yeah, they're pretty hardcore.
Reyes slips it for Fernandez.
That's a handball. Looks like Fernandez. Maybe got away with it.
Got away with it.
I think so.
And then he loses it.
Oh boy.
They can't do anything. so
They can't
even
do
get out of their own
anything.
box.
This is. It's like I feel like Metro's like a boa constrictor here. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
This is
Lucky,
Liverpool
it's
style
really
play,
lucky
yeah.
for New York is we don't have that great of attacking. You know, it's so lucky that our attack sucks so bad. You know,
You need Mo Salah to come into that team.
Jesus.
You need a Mo Salah to come in and just play absolute hell.
That's exactly how you have to go. Not just in a derby, but in every single play, especially because Tolkien knows if he doesn't win that ball, his team is in trouble.
I can see Mo Salah fitting into this Metro team.
Mo
style
Salah,
of
we
play.
get one Mo
Yeah.
before he retires. We get a run.
Yeah, I
with Mo.
think Mo would.
I would love to
go to the MLS.
Oh, here's a Dominic or
Yeah.
Dante, excuse me. Benzier taken down. Is that no?
Oh,
I didn't think. I
that
think
looked like
that's
he was
probably
dragged.
the right call. Did he
Yeah,
get pulled
it
down?
looked
I
like
got
he
to
was
see it again.
dragged.
Oh my God! What a
Oh, nasty
brutal
tackle.
tackle. Physical league MLS.
Referee's playing advantage
Yeah.
because that's definitely a card.
Yeah, you think?
He took him out.
To let it trickle over the end line, plays away.
Oh! What a fucking tackle!
Okay, maybe it wasn't. Maybe
I
maybe
think
the referee
got
is
his all ball.
letting it go.
No.
All right, that's a foul.
Yeah, I got a little too crazy. Reyes with his purple ass hair.
This is what a rivalry is all
What did I
about.
do?
See
What?
inside here, good
I'll do anything, Rev. I'll do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I really love the intensity. Let's take a look at this play.
Yeah, I like it too. I like this play by Dominic, but
inside the area
or
now.
Dante.
yeah, oh,
excuse
here we
me.
go.
Uh-oh.
Steady in the
It's
box.
New York.
Keaton Parks.
Oh,
It's good to know
missed a
that
chance there.
City's attack is
Back row.
as awful as ours,
For NYCFC winning
if
the
not
ball.
Yeah.
worse. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I hate to
Metro's
say
defense
this, and I
are
think I
better than-
watched enough. Miami's gonna kill them if they get off. Like,
Amaya
both
puts
these
the stop
teams,
into
I don't
it
think.
straight away.
Yeah, it's hard to know because they
You know.
both can defend well. So if anyone can
Miami
stop
looks
Messi, it's
different. It's not just Messi; it's the other players trying to
Season with the New York Red
play
Bulls,
up.
Yeah.
documented, but scoring at breaks
with their
doubling
one of the
his
guys
targets
going
this
down
season.
even before Messi got out there in that first game, the famous free kick, Fry. I think it may have snapped something in him. You know, this can be taken away from us. It's a special moment. Play the best football of your life. Some people, they really responded. I think even some of the role players, just crisper, better passes. It's just a different team, you know. And not just Messi.
well,
And
Messi proved that free kick wasn't staged because he had another free kick.
it was
in the
almost
last match.
identical, yeah.
Yeah, and he missed.
Yeah,
The
that's
keeper
it. Well,
saved it.
that keeper in Orlando, he's taller. That Orlando
Yeah.
keeper, he's much taller.
The referee now has a decision to make. The offside flag goes up.
That looked like a shove. I don't know. It looked like a shove there.
Mm.
Maybe he was chancing his arm.
City's
He's
uniform.
frustrated.
City's uniform.
He hasn't got a touch.
City's uniform pretty cool. I mean,
It's just like the Man City one, yeah. I suppose they're the same sponsor, so
I think they
Yeah,
own
he
it.
had.
I think they own the club.
Yeah.
And that's good. They need that type of player. They need to create that sort of space, but no players are around them to be able to combine and create anything going forward.
Who's that tall drink of water there? Just gave up that deflection. Dante Pensier trying to make something happen. Defense deals with him. Drops back to Johnny Tolkien.
This is one guy you don't want in the ball.
No, you don't. He really can make things happen. He's very dangerous.
Lovely play from Tolkien.
Very, very good control as well. Doesn't
Needs to-
panic.
His diamond needs to be shined. There's a lot of dirt on it still, but I mean, there's definitely
Yeah.
something here for Tolkien. Something's always exciting when he gets the ball. I noticed that last year when I was watching him.
Oh, that was a good effort. Whatever he was trying there nearly worked. Jesus, it's getting physical now.
Yeah.
He's going to ground. Play away, says the referee.
I like the referee trying to let him play.
I kind of gotten engrossed in this the last 20 minutes. After
Yeah.
saying
It's
it was-
very physical. It feels like an old school
Yeah.
game or something like 60s. Or
Yeah.
some shit, right?
To the face.
Yeah, it's like a game from like you're right. It's like a game from the early '80s where they punch each other in the
This is a
field.
rivalry game. You don't want to be for every time there's contact.
Yeah, you want to let the game flow. Let's take a look here. Luquinha slipped there, and Tavon Gray, and I think that's clean.
You know, like,
I mean,
guys that own teams
He
don't
took
like
him out
losing-
there.
Guys that own teams don't like losing derbies.
He is a little late. I think
No way.
You know, it's you're better
Yeah.
off
But you're
getting
right, the
blown
referee-
out
the
sometimes
referee,
than losing a
they were
derby
trying
by
to
a
let the
hair.
flow. That's how the penalty came, because
Even the Dublin derby.
was able to
That's-
Yeah,
obtain an
yeah, you don't want to lose that
advantage,
one.
but ultimately
Or
ended
more
up in the
important
No.
than the damn league
taken
in
down, and what a player
some
Luquinha
cases.
is.
Yeah.
Small spaces is able
Look
to
at,
get pressure
Look at
in
Rangers
difficult
last year.
situations.
Lost every match. Yeah.
Couldn't win a match.
Couldn't win a match.
Doesn't have ideas.
They were
Doesn't
really
have
outdone.
anything.
I do think the Rangers did play
The
their
only way
best
they
in all
know
those
how is
games.
through the middle,
I do.
trying to
I do
penetrate,
believe that.
trying to break that press, and
But there was
They
really
just
just
outclassed.
probably,
just
you know, something
completely
that the Red Bulls is
outspent.
comfortable with. They're okay with that gamble, and so far it's paid off.
The XG
I don't think that's good for football if Rangers and Celtic are not
throughout the first 45 minutes.
competitive. I think
Celtic
that's a good sign.
Celtic had a better squad last year, but I don't know about this year now. Have they all gone to top?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I often wonder because it's funny. I'll tell you a funny story about Green Man. He's like, Tommy, or how the fuck they talk over there. He goes, what do you think I'm ever going to Saudi? I sound like an Irishman actually. And I said, I really don't give a shit. I wish they'd pick on Bayern Munich. Take some of them. Maybe if you take some of the depth out of the leagues, it'll be a little more free flowing and there'll be a lot more changes in the table during the year. He's like, I agree with you. And then within 5 days, Jota went to the Saudi League, which he was a real backbone of that Celtic team this year. And he said, remember, he called me up every day. I told you about it's bullshit. He did not want to lose Jota. Can't say I blame him. You know.
My God, I'm not going to watch the Saudi League. I don't care. They all go there. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I don't feel that way. I'll be honest with you. I don't care one way or another. But I mean, I have no reason to watch the Saudi League. That's really, at this point, I have just like zero reason.
There's an interesting. There was an interesting debate in Talksport where they wondered, was there too much money now in football?
Too much money. What
With
does that
China
mean?
coming in.
What does that mean? There's too much money. Was there
Well,
not
the
too? There
fact
wasn't
that-
too much money when the English ran it. When the English had total control. Or had all.
Well,
the
I think
top
that's.
Yeah.
They can see from the outside looking in now when they see other countries,
Yeah.
outspending them, and they're like, "Oh, hang on a second."
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Chinese did it too. It didn't work. I don't think this story ends the way you think it does.
Yeah.
Really tough. I mean, at the end of the day, all the trophies and all the special things are in Europe still. It doesn't matter how much if the Saudi government's trying to buy all sports. It's, Stanley Cup's still in the NHL. The World Series is still gonna be in the States. The Champions League is UEFA Champions League. It's Europe. So I don't care. Man, it's a good teams. If they produce good football, fucking cool, man. Whatever. I mean, I know Sadio Mane just joined. Somebody sent me a picture of Mane and Ronaldo together. That's interesting. If it breaks up some of the stranglehold that Europe has and the leagues become more interesting because of it, then I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit. Yeah.
I don't feel it's. I don't feel there's any. I don't know, foundation. I don't feel there's any. warrant
Yeah, there's no
for them to go all that way
foundation.
up.
Same thing with China. Maybe they're going to do it better long term. So I really don't care. If they can put on some good football shows, put on the show. I don't care.
I'm glad Messi didn't take that deal.
Yeah, me too. I think that had more to do with family. I think that had a lot to do with being in a mostly Spanish-speaking city. To me, I'm a little biased. I think it's a lot more exciting to build MLS than it would be over there.
Yeah.
Sees the New York Red Bulls edging this one. 1-0 thanks to
Yeah, I think so too. I mean,
I don't know if I'd want to bring my family there either. I mean, there's a culture difference.
yeah, there is.
Messi's
There is.
totally westernized. He grew up in, even though Argentina is not in the West, it's kind of a westernized country, poor but impoverished, but still westernized.
High intensity, You know,
Boom, boom, boom. Nice.
personality sends Matt Freeze the wrong way. He finished that one, scores his 4th goal.
It's funny with the reaction when I said that. Was there too much money in football? You're right. The English now just realized.
Yeah, no, I just realized. Yeah, I
yeah.
don't care. You know, there's so much money in football now. What do you? And even when you say something like that, like, what does it mean? Like you gonna, like, what's the plan? We'll take the money away? It's not gonna change anything. It's only concerned now. You know, why weren't you concerned about it when, you know, the Cosmos were buying up all these? You're like bringing Carlos Alberto, Pele, and Beckenbauer. Was it a problem then?
Yeah.
And Johan Cruyff and putting them on the same team. You know.
Great team though.
Was it a problem then?
George Best coming in.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Best never
Yeah.
played for the Cosmos though.
Oh, did he
Played
not?
for the Aztecs
Okay.
and he played for Fort Lauderdale Strikers.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's been too much money in football for a long time.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean,
yeah, I guess. I
I
don't think.
didn't-
I don't think. Like, what does that mean though? Like, it's too much money. Like, there should be
That's what they
less. Is there a way to
outspent.
less?
That's
yeah.
what they mean by
That's
it.
exactly what it means. Bingo.
Yeah.
It means they've been
But
outspent.
They don't like the fact that there's other countries trying to outspend them.
I mean, I don't. Well, here's another thing too. Look at this. They're offering Mbappe $1 billion to play for a year. Okay. He like
Yeah.
the only reason he's gonna play over there is so he can make his money, but he has to come back. He has to. He has to come back. What is he gonna do? Make all that money and stay over there, and win what? Oh, he's gonna win the league in Saudi Arabia. Oh, is he gonna win the Saudi Pro League Cup? Ooh.
Who cares? Yeah.
Exactly, and that's the biggest advantage Europe's always going to have. The FA Cup is hundreds of years old. You know, Copa del Rey.
Yeah.
You know,
Probably as old.
Deutsche Pokal. These are
Yeah.
trophies with history. You can't build that. Not in my lifetime. Maybe in 100 years, that trophy will be worth something. Classic games and classic players building that league. Yeah, sure. It takes
I wonder.
forever.
Ronaldinho would. I wonder if Ronaldinho was playing today. He probably would go to. He probably would go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Fuck this." Yeah. But you wouldn't hold it against him. Yeah.
Nah, I don't hold
Like,
it.
give you that money.
You're a professional soccer player. You have a finite amount of years to
Yeah.
play that. You make the money any way you can. I mean,
Yeah.
It's tough, especially with smaller teams like me. And I'm sure it's even worse with your leagues over in Ireland. I mean, God, if even somebody shows a flash of talent, they're gone. You know,
They're gone.
they're gone, and that's that's the way it rolls. That's promotion relegation for you. You know, it does come with the downside. I like all the Americans that want promotion relegation, but really doesn't know what it means. You know.
No, they don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Teams have been.
Did you
even in
hear about
Ireland, they go-
Zelarayan? Did he's from Chicago? He got transferred. He's the best player while they're in the club. He got a huge transfer. Zelarayan was one of the best players. It's not only a loss for Columbus Crew, it's a loss for the rest of the league.
Yeah,
You know,
that's crazy. Yeah, those.
in the
Those
middle of the
drafts
league when
or
they
whatever.
beat Club America. Goodbye, Zelarayan. Oh, that was actually the way they went out. They found out and then they
Yeah.
beat Club America, which is a huge victory. Any victory over Club America is going to be big.
Leagues Cup is united against hunger.
I think Leon are the best chance for Mexico now. They want the double.
Across the communities of all 47 participating Liga MX and MLS clubs in Mexico.
I don't think they're doing well in their own league, are they, Leon?
Who?
They're not really.
It's tough.
Mexico.
They're only 3 games deep in the they're only in the third.
Oh.
They're only 3 games weak. I mean, it's impossible to tell who's good and who isn't at this stage. But
But the last.
it really
the
doesn't
last-
take long though because they only play 17 weeks. And
I'm talking about the last one they were in. They were mid-table at the end, I think.
well, they
before
well
they
they
had
won
the
that,
break.
but they won the Champions League.
Yeah.
They won
Yeah.
CONCACAF. So
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. And like we talked about before, the Mexican league is great because it just restarts.
yeah,
And they
and
play
if
again,
2
17
leagues,
matches.
17
Yeah.
weeks. If a loss is a big deal there, boy. And then
Yeah.
they have this weird thing where they have a playoff where I think it's the top 4 teams get a bye, and then everybody else plays each other. Everybody else that's available for the playoffs plays a 1-game elimination, and then you play the top 4 teams. If you survive that, I think in a 2-leg, until you're down to the last 2 teams. pretty cool. You know?
Yeah.
So Liga MX is cool. I'd kind of like to have. I wish they had an English like subscription. That's very interesting to me. You know. By the way, I figured out the Belgium system a little bit. It's supposed to be less complicated, at least at the top. I don't understand. The relegation's different. They have a weird thing with relegation, but it's they take the top 4 teams right towards the end. It's sort of like the Scottish League, and they have a second season, right?
Yeah.
Each team plays each other like almost in a second type season. Whoever comes up with that in the top 4. And anything can happen, so the 4th team could end up winning the league. Whoever comes together after that league, I guess every team plays each other twice, and whoever's got the most points after that wins the league.
That's
You know?
different.
Yeah,
I
it's different.
suppose.
I like that. I think that's cool. You know, I think
You should try,
I think diversity should be encouraged in soccer, worldwide. I don't think everything should be like the Premier League. The Premier League should be the Premier League. You know.
Very true. Yeah, it's. You should try a Football Manager save with a Belgian team.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know.
yeah, I should. Well, I'm already doing V-Spot.
I sent,
I'm learning. I'm
I
learning how
sent
to play.
Zealand has a great 10-minute video just about how to get
this
into
game
Football
ain't
Manager.
this game ain't no 10-minute video. It's just a lot deeper than that. See Messi getting pissy.
No, yeah, no, but just hear me out. He does it in 10 minutes. He has a timer, and he introduces the basics
Yeah.
and really cool shortcuts to help you set
Send
up
me
your
that
team
video.
without going into.
Send
It's
me
in
that.
the chat. I'll send it to you again.
Send
Yeah,
me
I'll
the
send it
video.
to you.
Send
private.
it to me direct.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Yeah. I started
It's just
playing.
little-
I'm in first place. I'm not defeated. I haven't lost a game yet.
How many
Yeah.
have you played?
This is my first one.
No, how many games into the season are you?
About 5.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
like yeah, 5. Like a 6. So I'm like I'm 4-2, I think. 4-0-2. So
Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
Once you get into it, it's cool.
Well, here's the
But
thing.
Finland
Like
has
like Joey told me to download these tactics, and I put them in. You know, but I
Yeah.
did notice
I
after
do
some
that as well.
time. Yeah, I think everybody does. I don't know because I don't think anybody. Like, I think it's the one that fits the algorithm. But I did notice after the time the computer's kind of figuring it out. And you know how I got
Yeah,
around it?
yeah.
I made some changes, and it seemed to make things worse. And I got 2 ties. Then I re-added a clean tactics. Went back to the old tactics, where I just reinstalled it and it started kicking ass. It won the game 5-1.
It does figure it out. It used to be you put in a certain formation with certain instructions.
I think the computer kind of figures you out. They do scouting
It
on you,
does.
and then you do got to change
Again,
every so often.
you gotta make your own instructions, make your own tactics. That's the fun of it, you know.
Yeah.
See who.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how to
Check
do that.
out-
Well, I think if you use somebody's tactics, after a while, you're gonna have to change them. You know.
Check out Zealand's video. He's got cool little tricks that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know, little ways and shortcuts to
I'll get there. Well, I'm
find players you want.
I played a few games today.
Yeah. Yeah. You get into it, and then
I'm
you want
actually
to
gonna
start
watch
again
him
when you
stream
get
it
to know
too. I
better.
think if I watch some streams, I think I'll be cool with it.
Yeah, there's some good streamers. I think Zealand does Twitch. I don't think he does YouTube. I think it's Twitch. I could be wrong,
Hudson's Irvington.
but he has it.
But this
Yeah.
would be really stupid for me to grab a beer this time of night. But
But do it.
There's no fucking. There's no gum. There's no nothing. I
Nope.
just got cigarettes. There's no gum here. There's no nothing. What do I gotta do?
No
Come
coffee.
on. I'm sick of drinking coffee.
You know, G
Have you
Fuel
tried
now.
drinking water?
Yeah.
Everybody loves that. Okay.
No, Mum.
I
No, we
should.
haven't.
I should drink some water after I have because I have.
Yeah.
I wake up with debilitating screaming at the top of my lung cramps. When I go out drinking, I get a cramp in my calf muscle, and it's
Yeah,
oh,
it's like you're shot. Yeah.
yeah, and then I have trouble walking.
Charlie
around.
horses are the worst.
Yeah, I get them a lot, and my wife comes in.
Yeah.
I get them really bad, like screaming at the top of my lungs. Man.
Jumping
Actually,
out
one
of the
time,
bed,
one
that's
time,
what I do,
one
yeah.
time I hopped out of bed and I just started forcing myself to walk as fast as I could.
Yeah.
And then it
That's
did.
what you
I
should
walked
do.
off. Yeah, but sometimes like it happens in my sleep, and I didn't have enough. I'm not conscious enough. Or there's other times I get it. This happens if I straighten my leg, then I can beat it. And other like,
You have
but
to
I
put
feel.
your toes up.
Yeah, you point your toes up, and then I can beat it, right? But sometimes you just feel it slip away, and then there's a point of no return when you point your toes up, and it's you're gonna have to ride it out.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I used to get them all the time when I was drinking all the time.
Yeah.
And I had a one night stand with a girl,
And
and
it happened. It happened to me when
I screamed my head off, and I was jumping around her room. You know.
Oh, I've been
she-
like,
what
get
the
out of
fuck
my
is-
house.
Oh yeah, of course. I remember I was friends with an Irish guy. This guy I know, Gary from Cork, and I stayed in his apartment, and I just was trying not to scream. I was doing, doing one of those, and
You're
he
like,
walked out.
you
He's
hold
like,
your calf muscle too.
Are you okay? And like, he's like, comes out, are you okay? And I'm like, just let me ride this out. And he's about ready to call it. Like, I have really long ones too. It just doesn't go like this,
Yeah.
up and down. Mine go anywhere from 35 seconds to a minute, right? Yeah, mine get them bad. And he was talking. I got a really bad one. He's thinking about he's like, look, I'll call the ambulance. I was like, no. And then it just went away.
Yeah.
Team is flying at the moment.
Well, it was some sight. This poor girl like
I
waking
bet.
up,
She thought she
seeing
probably
this
thought she was
naked
gonna kill
fella
her.
jumping around her bedroom. You know, like screaming.
It never happened. It never happened to me with sex, but it did happen to me. Well, I mean, eventually it did.
Oh, it wasn't during sex. It was afterwards. You know. It was,
Yeah, when he woke up. That never happened
Yeah.
either.
Fucking hell. She was terrified. Trying to explain it to her. Yeah. Obviously, I didn't see her again after that. Anyway, back to the football.
Fair enough.
He's gonna go with a back three and release.
Yes, I always, it's,
Uses verticality on the right-hand side.
that's the, you gotta do
A little
that.
bit more numbers forward.
Yeah, I didn't drink much water today. I probably should.
The Rebels
After this, I think I'm gonna have some water. Just I don't need to have.
Maybe you should try. That was a real mum thing. Rosie said, maybe you should try water.
It's the wife in me, like being a wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I need something.
My husband's like, I got a cramp. I'm like, did you drink water today? He's like, no. I'm like,
No, I forgot. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
We do forget these things. Here we go, City under attack.
Okay, and then we gotta get that. Wow.
I'd imagine you'll tell me more of the same for Troy Lesane and New
Yeah,
York Red
but
Bulls.
now you have to solve them. So they did a really good job in NYCFC to break that press. It needed something special from Pellegrini to be able to turn, receive
Just
the ball
us.
with the proper body shape to
Well,
get
whenever
back
Messi's
on
on,
the ball.
we can draw him
Now
in.
You got to get people higher quicker because you can't leave them so isolated. It's going to be difficult 2v1 from
Oh,
there.
that's right. There's the Premier League Fantasy League. We got to pick our teams. Oh, good chance here coming into the box.
Edelman. Harper. Cameron Harper so tricky. Cross deflected. To the grateful arms of Matt Freeze.
Harrison, New Jersey. Actually, when I was going to Manhattan, you could see the stadium right before you go in the tunnel
Theme of this
by
first
New Jersey
half, pressure
Transit.
from
I
Matt
saw
Freese.
it with my wife last time I was there. I think we were going to a Rangers game actually.
Oh,
Maybe bearing down.
City are playing a lot better here.
Yeah, I think it was
What's
a
the foul?
dive. I think it was a dive. That guy had both hands up when he fell down.
He's giving the free.
He gave it to him? Let me see that again.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Give me the yellow card.
To Andres Reyes.
I really wonder. Let's see. I want to see this again.
Purple hair guy again. What did I
Yeah,
do?
Reyes.
He always
I
looks so
don't think.
innocent.
I don't know if he did anything this time. though. Let's see.
Oh, he did.
Yes, he really got. He really. You know, that's what I call a good dive because he really didn't do
I
that
look like
much.
sleight of hand.
Yeah.
And it all starts from the
It was.
He did put his hands on him, but it was
He
enough
did
for
put
the
his
guy to
hands
go down.
on him, but I mean, the fall was he did not push him down on the ground. That was not a yellow card.
generate a half a chance
But
here.
the ref bit.
He's like, what did I do? What? This is crap. This is bull crap. He's not happy at all.
I would just look him right in the eyes.
Yeah.
As a referee, I go, you got purple hair. That's what you did.
Your hair is offsides.
Your hair's
What?
offsides.
Your hair is offsides. Yeah.
It's offsides.
What does that even mean? Yellow card. Your hair. Can't look at it.
Yeah,
No, this is a chance.
Or you
This-
could do it
this-
like,
this
why
is
you
what I
give me a
mean.
little yellow card, ref? Your fucking hair. That's why I gave it to you. What do you think I gave it to you for? You know?
What are you gonna do?
What are you-
Nobody's gonna believe you. Nobody's gonna believe you.
Nobody's gonna believe it. Terrible hair. Really? No.
Imagine if a player
So
said that.
you dipshit. Oh wow, great play by Cornell. Get it out of there, but it's gonna lead to a corner kick.
Yeah, good save.
Yeah.
Talk about the substitutions, right? They have to come in and make an impact, and Pellegrini has done just that.
Tell you what's going on around the league.
To
Probably.
be able to generate a half a chance and here again.
Quanfro and
Coronel come out
Pumas,
of his box, come out of his
52nd minute.
comfort zone,
They're
get a
still
corner kick for his side.
0-0.
Yeah.
New England versus Atlas. Atlas up at half, 2-1. Of course, you
okay.
know, yeah. DC United.
Atlanta.
Here's one that's a little interesting. DC United in Philadelphia. That
Yeah.
Philadelphia, being runner-up for MLS Cup, they're 0-0. As is Charlotte in 53rd minute, 58th minute, going into half. Cruz Azul, Charlotte.
Oh, what a chance there by City.
There's 0-0.
Oh, he just skied that one.
And probably the match of the night besides this. Real Salt Lake, a team that's made some major changes, could be a real threat in MLS Cup once the playoffs start, versus Champions League champion Lyon.
What's the score?
That'll start at 4:30 my time, 3:30 your time.
Oh, it's not starting.
Yeah,
yet,
it's not
okay.
starting yet.
I'm not staying up. I'll stay up all night. Bloodshot eyes.
That's enough. That's enough. Done and done. Is that Eldon? Oh.
It's livened up this game.
Sure. I feel like the Red Bulls are in control.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
the play here is
There's a
developing.
strike and wait a minute.
He lost control of it there. It's a corner anyway.
Won the corner. I'll take it. They're playing so much better than they were. They haven't lost a game, or in this tournament so far.
Yeah.
If they could
It's
somehow
interesting what
convert
this-
something here, I mean, there he is, and this is one of the best, corner kickers, delivers the ball in the league that I've seen. He's had a lot of practice.
He's trying
last
his-
game.
He's trying his trick again. You see how he just puts it right in the edge of the line. The ball is nearly out
Here
of
it
play.
is. Always. Not a great.
Another good delivery.
Not a great delivery, but Reyes tried
He
to
got
make
it in there.
something of it. I think Reyes did more with that than he probably should have. I'm a
They
little
have the
surprised.
worst. They have the worst ratio for chances created from corners. They just can never get the ball on target
No.
from a header.
No, I can't.
It's ridiculous. When you compare it to other leagues where they're clinical in that position,
Well, in fairness, he's had a lot of corner kicks, and a lot of them have been more than adequate and not taken advantage of.
Yeah.
But, he's allowed one bad one, maybe even two. Harper.
I think this tournament will make the rest of the season very interesting because teams will go on a good run, build confidence in this tournament, go back into the league and think we could still make the playoffs.
Some
because
teams
they're playing
are.
better.
Some teams got 3 weeks off now.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Yeah.
They can recoup, go back to
Sure,
the
like
drawing
Seattle
board if they're not there.
Sounders. They can
Yeah.
chill.
Well done there by Gray to
But momentum is everything.
and avoid that 1v1
You go look at
situation.
Miami if they keep going.
Because
Momentum's fun.
especially in this game that he
That's
can
fine.
do
I'd be lying if I didn't. I mean,
that dribble.
it's gonna be a little tough if they end up meeting Miami on my team, but I ain't lying. If they win it, I'll be all.
Crazy. So they got
If they
got
win
Miami
it,
next.
oh look
do
at
they?
this. Who's taking that kick?
Different.
Yeah, it's strange. Maybe
so-
because he took so many. Coach said, you know.
Yeah. Trying an in swinger from this guy's right
He had
footed,
like
so
14 kicks last game. So.
yeah.
All good deliveries, both sides.
Reyes can't get a break at all. Poor fella.
I think he's getting. Oh, he's giving it to Tolkien, but maybe
Short corner. What the hell?
Yeah, he tried.
How's it going, hey gentlemen?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey!
The one guy that listens to Biscuit Basher.
What's
Where
up?
are you,
I
sir?
show up to watch my team get smacked. I don't have my camera on.
Oh, you don't have your camera? Oh, it's okay.
I'll put it on. Give me one second.
Actually, I don't know if I
get a shirt.
the way the layout is, I don't know if I can capture you, so don't feel too bad.
All right, so you want me to go get a shirt or not? You tell me.
No, don't confuse.
As long as you have pants on.
I'll stay
You're
naked.
good. You're good. Watch the game. You're good. Watch the game.
I would have been out at the start. I came home and passed out. I had a migraine.
So did I show Speed.
Horrible.
He had one. You haven't dealt New York City. Like the Red Bulls have this press that City hasn't dealt with well at all. You got a penalty, a legit penalty. That not even New York, not even City complained about the penalty they took that they were able to convert on. But I think the story is, you came out a stronger team, but not dealing with the Red Bull press very well.
Yeah. Not dealing with the press.
Not doing well.
Oh, yeah,
But
just
good
passing
thing,
the ball
both
back,
these
look
teams
at
are terrible and can't finish. Because
Yeah.
you know,
It's been really frustrating.
Yeah.
But it's been an intriguing match because it's been
I
it's
was
been
gonna
fun
say,
to watch.
I didn't expect either of us to get to the finals of this tournament. So
yeah, yeah. Well, actually, it seems like I feel like the season's renewed a little bit. You know,
yeah,
because I was about ready to give up. I was like, oh, let's Messi come sitting waking up on Sunday morning in Europe and watching these games. But now, I mean, I've been, they've given me 3 decent performances, including this one. So I'm all right with it.
Yeah. It's been funny watching this team closely over the last few weeks, seeing how many chances they've missed compared to how many they've put away. I mean, they could have been beating teams by a landslide if they'd taken more of their chances. How are you, Biscuit, anyway? How are you keeping?
I'm not bad. I'm hanging in.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah. As I say to people, I'm still here.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I say all the time.
Yeah.
How's work?
Not bad. I had somebody pass that road test yesterday. I was pretty happy.
That
And that
sucks.
kick was bad. About 2 weeks ago.
Red Bulls think they got ripped off, should have had a penalty. Goddamn shame nobody's in that park. You know that? I figure for New York
Yeah.
they might have a few people show up, but the Americans cannot get their idea around other leagues.
Usually when we have New York, the Hudson River Derby,
It's
people
usually pretty packed.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it just might be that people don't care about this tournament. Maybe.
the tickets. I wonder if I was living back home, I'd probably be seeing you each week out there.
Oh, that was nasty. Berlin knew what he was doing there.
It wouldn't be
Trying to
funny.
trick me.
Me and you got season tickets for we got season tickets next to each other for both teams, and we just like I go to Yankee Stadium, take the train.
Bro, that'd be
It's
hilarious,
crazy,
man.
and then you come down, you take the train, you
Yeah,
take the
that'd be
train to
hilarious.
Harrison, and we switch each week. Isn't that crazy?
Call each other an asshole during the match.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the
Oh,
fun.
we could wear different. No matter. Oh, we could sit next to each other and wear different gear every time. That would be fun. That would be a
Oh,
blast.
that looked like a penalty. That looked like a penalty.
Yeah, I think City might have got away with one there.
Or you mean Red
No, I
Bull?
think that was in their end, wasn't it? Oh, maybe not. I wasn't
Yeah.
drinking this beer.
No, Reyes
Reyes
shoved him.
did that? Okay. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
There's another playoff field. I thought you were speaking of. Oh wait, New York City's gonna score as a penalty because both these teams can't finish, which is the reason they are in the fucking table where they are. It's terrible.
Yep.
What do you think? More Americans on AC Milan? What are we gonna do?
I was just going to say that. I was just going to ask
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, they gave
yellow
for
to both. That's a
Yeah,
fuck
you know
both
what?
of
I
you.
don't mind that call. I think he's trying to get it before it gets out of control.
Yeah, it has been getting tested.
Yeah, little testy. Let's nip this shit in the
I just
buzz.
don't think things are that simple. Did you think that merit a yellow card? I don't know.
Must be crazy to see Milan team with Americans.
All those Americans, yeah. And then
Yeah,
Juventus
it
too.
is.
McKennie and Dest are going to be in Juventus next year. Italian league's going to be fun for me, you know.
McKennie, Juve at the beginning of the summer was rumored to sell,
Yeah.
and now they've completely about face and said they want to keep him for the season, which I'm happy
Why
for
you
'cause I
wouldn't
like
get?
McKennie.
I like McKennie a lot, man.
There's a rule book.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm biased
Dest-
with my with our guys. I'm totally
Yeah,
biased.
yeah.
I can't
There's a
even,
yellow card.
you know. Kenny's exciting. I just keep
Oh.
thinking
Sergio
that
Dest
when
is-
he had his jersey ripped against Mexico. That was awesome. Start kissing the badge. I
That was
got,
hilarious,
I
dude.
got the jersey. I got that Polisic jersey. It's hanging up right now, and it's the real thing. It's 100%. It's very thin material. It feels great. You have like little holes in it.
City,
Uh-oh.
City on the attack
Oh,
here,
no.
coming into
Oh,
the box.
big.
Oh,
Not
Waste.
a
Another
strong
wasted
shot.
chance.
Not a strong shot.
He wasn't confident at all taking
I don't.
that.
I think that's one that. I mean, I hate to second guess these guys. I think I gotta trap the ball and put my back to the goalie and look for a pass because there was really no angle, you know.
yeah.
You have to be world class to
Yeah, but that's
get
you know
an angle from that.
exactly. You have to be world class to be able to do that. I would say, but let's just say if
You
I had
gotta be
the ability to
backup.
do that, which I
Yeah.
don't. I think I might have slowed it up and look
Yeah.
for somebody to pass to. I don't think there was much of a shot there unless I somehow had some
Martinelli-
kind of rocket foot, you know.
You see Martinelli and Slack in those positions. They stop, they run back, and if they find an angle, they'll work their way in and take
Yeah.
a shot. And more often than not, it works for them. Yeah.
Saka's a great player. What a pass!
Oh, good.
Oh my God, man!
This is much better than the first half. The
Yeah,
first half was
yeah,
intriguing,
yeah.
this year, but the play was just terrible. Like it was
I wouldn't say
more.
it was terrible. It was just boring. Everything's midfield.
Boring,
It was
but-
kind of bogged down in the midfield, you know.
The tackles are flying in though. That's what
Yeah.
made it interesting.
That's the thing. It was very physical. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can continue this aggressiveness in the opposite half.
Oh God, that was a big
Look
mistake
at
there. He's
this.
coming into the box.
Oh, he tripped. We suck.
Nice.
Nobody can. Nobody like it happens all the time. Like having it like Dante
All the
Mancini,
time.
like it's all the time.
I'd hate to be a Metro fan. I'd just be tearing my hair.
I know. Well, then he said he's the same way. Like nobody can finish.
Is that person wearing a Roma jersey up there?
From behind.
Yeah, probably.
Could be, yeah.
But again, Kev, it's half chances for both teams, but not enough.
It's a nice
goals in
jersey,
the
Roma.
final third.
Yeah.
I like to think there's
See you
an
later.
ultra section who are just real New Jersey accents. you
They're
know.
all gays. That's what I was told.
That's lacking.
Joey Koff, yeah. No, yeah, probably, yeah.
Start my own ultras.
You'd be surprised when I was sitting in the bleachers at an NYC game. It was actually a whole Hispanic guys, and they were all great,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it was a lot of Hispanic guys.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd probably still be more fun than a bunch of rich
Oh, it was great. It was fun.
white boy jerk offs and
Prep school, yeah, college kids. Let's get some soccer. Yeah, soccer.
Actually,
Let's
college
get
kids
some
are
soccer.
college kids are probably fun, but gatekeeping wannabe fans, the ones I can't stand, the ones that, well, in Europe, oh, shut up. You know, those are the ones I can't
Be
stand.
a little bit more lively.
Well, it's been a long-running joke in TV and film, like LAFC fans or LA Galaxy fans.
Yeah.
Let's go, LA. Let's go soccer. You know, they always do this stereotype fan.
Yeah, well,
Comedy
LA
films,
fans,
yeah.
LA, no, I wouldn't say this about LAFC, but Galaxy maybe, but I mean, LA's known for being fair weather, the most fair weather
Yeah.
fans, yeah.
I feel like Americans are like that in general. With
I
soccer.
wouldn't
They
say
show
New
up
York. I wouldn't say New
World
York.
Cup,
Yankees usually
Yeah.
draw. Mets usually draw, no matter what. You know.
First time.
Yeah.
Away by Luquinhas.
I'd love to go to that stadium though. My God.
We don't
I'd say
support.
tickets are cheap enough.
New Yorkers don't
I'd say,
support
you know-
college teams. That's I think they like the local like St. John's. Nobody. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not real. It doesn't get much press.
No.
Unless they're in like a final or something, or like Seton Hall's running in a tournament, you don't really hear too much. You
The
know.
people I know who like college sports are all like Alabama fans.
Yeah, they're all like in places where college sports are king. You know.
Yeah.
Alabama.
And a late challenge there from Brian Coufret. The
He
Argentine
kicked Reyes by accident. I think.
checking in, perhaps.
Poor bastard hasn't got a break tonight at all.
No, he really hasn't.
Is that-
I think
Yeah,
he should
the
give his
referee
hair a
shouting at
break.
him. Yeah, his hair is offsides.
His hair is way offsides. And then boom. Oh, you got your back.
He was, you know,
I don't think
people
he
are
should be
diving
in.
on him.
I don't like carrying your hair like that. I like that big, cool afro. Drew Yearwood.
Oh,
Arthur's
the
our
man
guy.
himself.
That's it.
This guy's
I hope he drills some baby in the face this game. That'd be great.
Spent his youth career at
It's some infant.
and Kyle
You see the slow motion replay. yeah.
Duncan should be
Yeah.
starting, in my opinion. Was that Harper? Are you going for Harper? Harper had that great move.
I think Lassane is reading some
Duncan's always making things. Yeah, he took out Harper. Harper started, but I would seriously think about getting Duncan to start. I'm going to make a little prediction here. Very quickly, Duncan will have some important touches. Very quickly into this match.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah, he'll make it.
He'll make it number 6. I guarantee it.
Kyle Duncan
I like the guy a lot. He's shown me a lot, and we've really seen him all here.
winner George Weah, cousin of Tim Weah, on target for the old lady Juventus yesterday.
Try it. Beat Real Madrid 3-1. Is that right?
Kyle
Not a
Duncan,
bad goal either.
25.
Justin Hack under duress. This ball trickles
Aw.
out the line.
Yeah, I like this Kyle Duncan. I've been, watching him. I'm a huge MLS fan now.
He needs a fucking haircut, that
Kyle
guy.
Duncan seems to
Yeah, you see, he's got
flowing
a huge,
locks, my
he's
dude.
got his huge
Flowing
afro. He likes Leroy Sané. Look tame.
flicks it inside for Edelman.
Well, he'd stop wearing that hairband.
I'm all cool.
Doesn't
with
make his
it.
hair
I
look
think
bad.
afros are awesome.
Luquinhas.
Afros are fine. It's when you're trying
Header from Reyes.
flatten them.
Well, that's what
Looks-
he's trying to
looks
do by
straight.
tying his hair up and putting in braids and shit because he's got that much hair going on.
Colombian centre back out of your
Yeah.
picture has gone to ground after that header, clutching his face.
That Belgian guy, Fellini, he had
Yep.
like a slideshow
Bro.
bob afro.
The day he shaved that afro,
It's hard to do it.
football
Yeah.
died that day.
I
Pumas-
swear to God, I was in my local pub, and there's an old man who gets all the names of the players confused. So he'll call Memphis Depay, he called him Elvis, And I swear to God, I said, "Watch this, Dad." Fellini shaved his head, and he started coming. I just nudged me. I said, "Watch this." Anyway, Fellini ran on, and the poor bastard looked at the telly and went, "Who's that fucker? Is he new? It was his new signing, is he?" Oh my God, he looked so different with the head shaved. You're right, Biscuit. He looked like
that
a
hurt.
different guy completely. Yeah,
Right into the face of Torres. And of course,
it's like the power was in his hair. When he shaved his head, he wasn't as good.
Well, folks, the round
That's
of
exactly what it
32
was.
wraps up
He lost
the Yeah.
power.
games, including Cincinnati
There was a
hosting
time there when he was at Everton. He was the best player in the league.
Eastern.
He was
MLS
unbelievable.
season pass right here on Apple TV. TQL Stadium packed house.
Look at that wig on your man. Did you see that?
Barlow.
Oh, yeah.
No, the guy in the crowd, he had like a rainbow wig on him. His
Yeah.
own man.
It was something.
It was, yeah, it was quite the spectacle.
They put Euro on.
It's not somebody.
They put Yearwood on. He went in for Barlow.
NYCFC find an equalizer.
Is he playing? Yearwood's gonna play striker? No. Oh, maybe,
Probably.
Maybe so. Maybe
Arlo
so.
hasn't done anything.
Not
Yeah.
enough on it. Away by Duncan.
He's a central midfielder.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Memphis Depay was Elvis.
As it stands, still
Lukaku was the cuckoo.
Guy's gone.
He's a good fella. That Lukaku. He's very good.
What's the final word in Lukaku, by the way?
He's agreed to terms at Juve as of yesterday.
Oh, really?
From what I heard. Yeah. Imagine signing for the team whose fans was chanting racist things at you.
Who cares?
That's crazy,
I'm
isn't
all
it?
about the Benjamins, baby.
It's true. It's true.
Could be he's
I'm like
one
Micah.
of
I miss
the.
Mike. I haven't heard.
Yeah.
I realize I haven't heard his voice in months.
Yeah, you miss him in the
I
off
miss
season.
Micah.
He'll be back next week.
Hope he
for
makes
the
fun of
for
Roy
the
Kane because he needs to be humbled.
Community Shield. It's best pairing ever. It's
Both of
just-
them,
it
yeah.
was magic. Yeah.
Because like Micah's like, lighten up, you grumpy old fool.
Yeah.
Rock the Irishman. Taking football too seriously. I take a bullet for
TikTok
United. I
videos.
take a bullet for United. Oh, who cares? You shut up, you fucking
Yeah.
mick. You know. Take a bullet for United. God, well maybe there's something wrong with you then. You know.
New England still trading against Atlas.
You need passion. You need,
Yeah, passion.
There was a great. Roy Keane has gone on tour with Gary Neville doing like a stadium tour, like theatre tour, where they
Yeah.
chat about football. And this guy who does great impersonations was doing Roy Keane in front of Roy Keane.
That way, he probably. Roy's got a pretty good sense of humor, actually.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
he does have a pretty good sense of humor. He's not a total dude.
And he got a good dig in on Gary Neville.
Oh,
So he was doing Roy Keane going, you need passion for Man United.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to be, passionate. You need to play well. When I was playing with Peter Schmeichel, with the likes of Peter Schmeichel, we had, David Beckham, we had Gary Pallister. Just roasted
I think I
Gary
saw
Neville,
that, by the way.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Roy. He's a good Irishman.
I agree.
Sometimes he gets on
Next
my
to
nerves.
Miguel Gallardo. My name is
I
Kevin
think he
Beaver.
just gets so into it. Like he
I think probably more than most guys, he hates being retired. I think he'd much rather be out there making an impact.
yeah. He hates
And I
losing. He
think
hates when United loses.
To kind of deal with that urge, he takes it overly seriously. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
And you know what? I have no idea what it's like to miss something like that, and we never will. We'll live and die and never know. But, I imagine it's a pretty painful thing. I remember I read Mickey Mantle's book. If you don't know who Mickey Mantle is, he's probably
heard
the
of him,
greatest
yeah.
Yankee of all time.
Yes,
He
sir.
said after he retired, he would hear, it was a dream, it was a recurring dream, where he was in uniform or in the locker room and he couldn't move, and he would hear, now batting, number 7, Mickey Mantle, and he couldn't move. And he said that went on for like 2, 3, 4 years.
That
You know,
sucks.
yeah, it sounds horrifying. You wake up in tears.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what Roy Kane went through. Dante, he didn't have a goal, but I think he played pretty well. I was getting sick of his ass not being able to score. He had a double last game, so you really can't complain.
Yeah. He's playing without the.
I thought he played
stigma.
well. I thought he played well. I mean, that he had a really bad touch from the opportunity, but I think he felt more confident with the ball. But going forward, that's probably the most important thing.
Roy Keane was our hero. He was our.
Yeah, I mean, he's a warrior. Roy Keane was a warrior, and I don't want to badmouth him too much. I'm sure he's a great guy. But I mean, sometimes like I thought he was blowing too much smoke up Ronaldo's ass last year. I think the reason
When he put on the Irish, he's never had a bad game in an Irish shirt. When he put on the Irish shirt,
he was even better.
he was. Oh, he was a machine.
It
Yeah.
is.
Let's say he's got to be the greatest to ever do it, right? The Irish.
In midfield, yeah.
Yeah.
And they sent him home. It was the biggest shock.
Yeah.
Well, they had
It
that
was-
crazy.
You don't send
they had
home
that-
Roy Keane.
Yeah, they had that crazy fucking guy running Irish football. That's why he sent me that video. I
Yeah.
should be in prison.
Just away from your picture, Santi Rodriguez.
Yeah, there was no. They were training on a car park, and they had no equipment.
Nice pass.
Wow.
Kufre.
And Roy Keane, obviously being Roy Keane, wasn't happy, and he had a, he lost his temper with the manager in front of the whole
Isn't
squad.
it great that both these teams cannot fucking build any kind of attack without embarrassing themselves?
Yeah,
Isn't
we're
it
trying,
wonderful?
bro. At least we're
We need to-
trash together.
Well, you know what the thing is,
Yeah.
obviously I watched all the Inter Miami. Inter Miami, the way they're playing right now, would destroy both these teams.
Oh yeah.
Like embarrass them. Because it's not
They
just
could-
Messi
they
and
could
Busquets, or now
compete
it's
with
Danny Alba. It's or Jordi Alba. Everybody's playing better. Everybody's playing out of their mind. The whole team's playing out of their mind. You know?
Yeah. Taylor is brilliant.
They're a control team, if you can believe that. I mean, judging by the way they played, if you watch that first game with Messi, that first half, it's embarrassing. It's not even like you look at a rec team at certain points. It's not even more than semi-professional is what it looked like.
Yeah, it was.
And then,
it's
but
amazing.
now they're playing like everybody's insane. And here's another thing, dirty secret. There's a goalie on Miami by the name of Callender. The night that Messi scored, there was no other way it was going to happen. He actually, the amount of saves he had in the first and second half, he should have been man of the match, not Messi. Messi converted on a great kick. It was really dramatic. Great way to introduce yourself to the Americans at MLS. But the guy who really won that game was in net. And here we go. Do we have anything? Nope. Late advantage. Oh, I don't know about that. It's gonna be. What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? Guess what? I think the Red Bulls getting
Really?
it. I think so. I've seen this before.
He's getting a yellow card.
He's
probably
getting
Yeah,
yellow
yeah.
for diving.
Yellow for simulation.
Is he
Yup,
on the yellow?
did. If he did, let me see
No.
this.
Yeah, I need a replay.
You need a replay, but I'm okay with calling this. Even if you know how much I hate diving. I don't care if it's on my own team. Sorry. I don't know. I'm not.
Oh,
sure
yeah.
that-
No, that was a
Let me
dive.
see. Let me see.
Yeah, that was.
Yes. Good call,
Oh, it
ref.
was a dive. It was a
Good
dive. It
call.
was a dive.
I don't like
Yeah.
that. I wouldn't want to win that way.
The first angle looked like there was contact. That one didn't.
I don't like that. I don't think there's anything great about it. No, go fuck yourself, Troy. You play as a diver. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should pull him. Like I honestly, I'm so crazy. I'd say you dive. If I catch you diving, I'm pulling you. Aquinas. Yeah.
As the old
good.
fella in the pub would say, that was stimulation. That was stimulation.
Stimulation. It was cheating.
Stimulation. Yeah,
It was
stimulation.
cheating is
what
what
the
it was. Cheating. I hate cheating. No, I don't like it. I don't care.
I don't like it.
Cheating.
Safe to say
Or what's his name was telling me. Oh, you don't understand, Tommy. I know I understand
Oh.
perfectly. It's cheating.
As I said,
Hand across the face there. I'd noticed that it was just quick as a flash. He raised his hand, slapped him across the face.
They have good movement, but the
I
pass
slap
is
you,
not
bitch.
precise.
Just a little tap. It wasn't like he went out to hit him.
To be able to take advantage of how expansive they play.
I can't see City coming back into this game. They haven't
No.
really made a chance.
To get to the
Well, we
No,
No,
had
they
we had
really
two
can't
good
create
ones.
anything.
I
can see them. I can see them picking up a penalty or a free kick or
they're just
maybe
It'll be
a
a
weird
corner,
chain
yeah.
event, but I don't see them
options.
getting in the
They're going to
final
go long
third,
ball.
taking control,
Yeah.
and being able to either shoot or walk it in. I don't see them having that kind of skill. And I got to be
And they're
honest with you,
scared
if the Red Bulls win this with their terrible offense, the press. A lot of credit to Troy Lisane here. He really look at it, they're surrounded. Oh, unless you make passes
good
like
ball.
that. Oh
Here
no.
we go.
Nice. Oh
The box-
shit, there it is.
Oh,
Oh, big
Oh
block.
my god.
Big
dude.
defensive.
Great save.
That's Red Bull defense right there.
Great save, goalkeeper. That was right out of. It was point blank. You had to stop that. I know it sounds obvious, but
That's Red
The
Bull
way the
defense
angle-
right there.
yeah,
Sehr gut.
Carlos Coronel.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's come through again.
Yeah. Yeah. He's heating up.
But I loved what Keaton
After.
Parks is saying.
Yeah.
Dude, check out how Keaton Parks received the
Whatever
ball.
bad spell he has, he's getting over it now.
Yeah. Nice.
What a
Oh,
ball! This is a great
good.
through ball here,
Good goalie. Oh,
and he
excellent.
stood up strong. like,
And
that
then
was a
real good
Schmeichel save.
defense. That's
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That should have been.
You're right.
That should
That's
have
why
been
they
a yellow
haven't
card.
conceded
That should
many.
have been a yellow card. A body. Listen, that's a fucking 5-minute major in hockey. Like, why the fuck? You know, you leave your feet in a body check. I mean, holy shit. You know? My
That's why-
God, that
that's
really
why-
should have been at least a yellow card. He left his
Yeah.
feet and then body checked it. The fuck was that? Fernandez coming
That's why
out.
Red
He's got a
Bull
yellow
haven't
card. Probably a good idea.
Conceded
before-
too many.
Well, yeah, in
I see-
tournaments, you want to be careful.
Yeah, he's coming out now. Good game he had. He made some.
I
Duncan
gotta
has
use the
not made
toilet.
the important
Back
touches
in a
that
minute.
I'd hoped he would.
In their place, Peter Stroud.
You know, I don't hate the Red Bull shirt. What was that?
No, it's cool. Yeah, shut your mouth.
Omir Fernandez
Before you get fucking-
producing again.
We go a man down. You got a yellow card, you jackass. Oh no, Fernandez doesn't. I'm
Maybe
smart.
not as beautiful of a goal as the one he scored at May.
Some
to take the
Almeida
3
has
points during regular league play. But I think he's been fantastic, especially in the first half. Second half, he hasn't been as lively. I think it's been NYCFC with a little bit more emphasis on the possession of the ball.
Here comes Tyler
Pensier and Barlow
taking
are
the
both
place
out.
Of Bakrar. And Magno is the man now
Alice.
to lead the line for NYCFC.
12 minutes left.
Elias Manuel feeling the effects of that challenge. We've already said it's chippy. Things are really kicking off here now between NYCFC and the Red Bulls.
This was a
Chippy.
little bit more derby-like, man.
Yeah, it didn't feel very derbyish in the first half. But it was a physical first, especially towards the end of the first half. Very physical. I think Orson would back me up on that. You fall asleep or have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, well.
Oh, look at that.
One way or the other.
Tolkien lets it dribble out of play.
Tolkien. Oh, he's got the option. He can do the big throw in. Surprised they're not going for it.
I guess they figured
Really?
it out.
Really?
Already up to it.
He said it was the summer
I must have
league
went off of
forced him
Tolkien
to
because
cut
that
the
looked like it was.
Yeah, what?
They blow a lot of these. You know that I've
He's got
noticed.
style, you gotta say that.
On all
Throw-ins?
leagues, all
Big,
leagues,
big
they blow
personality.
throw-ins all the time. The refs.
Yeah. Yeah.
The young player within this group, as is Omir Fernandez.
You don't want to see this. You see Martins fighting with Freeze. You can see some frustration there. There's urgency, but when you start to see players having a go at each other, it just goes to show you that there's some frustration. Martins wanted Freeze to get closer because he wanted to bounce the ball off of him and start building from there. But those are signs of some of the frustration that they've been dealing with today.
Corner kick, New York Red Bulls.
All right, way to go, Drew.
Draws a smile.
Drew, you hear one?
No children injured either.
No children.
So far, the plan has worked for Troy Lesesne.
And next time you crack somebody in the face that ball, don't climb in there. I give you a red card, you dummy.
Way older than you and I.
I kind of want to go to a Red Bull game and hold up a sign that says "I was not hit in the face by Yearwood."
You'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Once years ago, who the fuck are you? Good delivery by him, and they, of course, Red Bull can't convert. I swear to God, this guy is the amount of corner kicks, quality corner hits that Holken delivers, and they can't convert on, or even generate a shot on goal is frightening.
What a bruising battle this has been. Since
This
the
has
beginning.
been pretty
Yeah, it
rough.
really has. It's been very chippy, especially on set pieces.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen Reyes involved in a collision?
Let's see
He's
this.
involved in it once again. It's him
Good
that's jumping.
one.
I don't know. I think
Ooh, you look.
Uh,
Ooh, oh, he popped the back of his head. I've done that. That hurts.
Yeah.
Yep.
That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. A little easier to do in a nice flat field, but still. Oh wow.
As expected, it's a
Oh,
dog
no,
match.
no, no,
It's a
no.
match
We got like
high
whiplash.
stakes, do or die, win or go
Yeah, he's
home.
holding his neck.
That's not
I'm
cool.
not sure the quality has been there,
Head injury is no
most
joke.
part.
No, it's not
but the
cool.
intensity
Neck injury too.
and the chippiness and the 50-50 battles have been there for sure.
Speaking of injuries, did you see that Marcelo destroyed somebody's leg the other day in Brazil?
No, but I heard that guy
Oh,
Paul
my
Mullen
God.
on Wrexham,
Alongside assistant
and
coach
they were doing
Oh,
a
yeah.
friendly against Man United, and he's punctured a lung apparently.
the new
That's their
York
top
What?
scorer, and they got a Cabrero Cup.
Shit.
Yeah.
finished his career now
The
assistant
guy
coach
that
of
welcome
the
the Wrexham they brought in, that Paul Mullen. So they got
lost as
fourth
well.
league games
Yeah.
coming out. He's gonna be out for a minute.
Probably for the season. I don't know. A
Yeah,
punctured
that's
lung.
what
How
I'm
do you
saying.
recover from that? Do you lose your lung? Is it like can your lung recover?
I think you're recovering on it, but it's like I think it's one of those things. Like some people can recover quicker than others. This is huge,
Yeah.
huge. For them, you can recover from it. I think it's one of the things that things like lungs don't heal very quickly, you know.
No. Yeah, it was a nasty tackle. It wasn't one of Manchester United's starters. It was like a kid playing defence. And
Yeah, I look.
Mind.
It was tough play, and they shouldn't be playing that tough, but in a friendly.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? These guys. It's like it's a man. He's not a man you start. He's got something to prove. So you got to be careful in some of these friendlies. These kids have something to prove. They're trying to make the team. You know.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars on the line. You know. So he played Paul Mullen tough, and yeah. You know, and I think a lot of like teams they feel obligated. Okay, we're doing a game in America or Japan or something like that. We got to give these people a show. We got to put the best players out there.
Wrexham
Yeah, I
wanted to win
guess.
that match. I think they did win that match.
Yeah, they did.
In the end,
3-1, I
did win
think it was. Yeah. I don't know. It's tough for me to get in, even if there's big names like that. El Clasico. It's tough for me to get into the matches when there's nothing on the line. You know, mine's no fun. Who I follow them a little bit because they're close. They played a game in Switzerland with this beautiful castle in the background. And on this really nice pitch, not a lot of fans, probably not much bigger than the pitch down the street from me, Beavers knows why. But it's just like, it's tough to get into. You know, the game, there's nothing on the line. You know, it's really difficult.
The word you use there, desperate, is fair. Here with 5.5 minutes to play in the 90. This is knockout.
Well, let's see if I really do believe if City scores, it's not impossible, by the way. I think it'll be a deflection, a defensive breakdown, or a penalty.
It'll be corner.
I don't see them.
I don't think it matters because I
control.
feel like we go down on penalties if we get that far.
Well, no, on a penalty to at least tie it up. That's what I should say. I don't really see them really having the skills to put themselves in a position to score. I mean, I haven't seen it this game. Look at they just get surrounded. You know.
Yeah.
That's a Gangan press, if I ever see
I think
one
it
there.
is. I think that's what it is, and that's what Red Bull does. Across the board, I think even in Leipzig and Salzburg as well. Everybody's playing a similar type of football. I don't know if I agree with that, by the way.
A dream scenario. From the
Metas exist in real life.
Yeah, it's weird.
Across the Hudson River.
You gotta do what you gotta do to win. I mean, it's weird. Like, are you gonna take orders from the fucking CEO of Red Bull? Wanna play football? Go fuck yourself.
Ooh.
Let it go. You got it.
Oh!
Oh, he did.
That's
Cornell, Cornell. No, he touched it. Yeah, I wonder if he did. I want to see the replay. I don't know. I don't know that he's wrong. Here, let me see this shit. Yeah, I think he did. No, wait a minute.
Oh, he touched it.
He did.
Nope, he did.
He touched it.
He
Yeah.
did. That's
He
so
did.
Touched
funny.
it as soon as he got up to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He did.
Way to go,
The-
Cornell.
That guy's nose is offside.
Yeah, it certainly is. His nose is
That's a
off.
schnoz.
That is a schnoz.
Schnoz. It's a schnoz.
He's gonna be ruled offside because of his nose. He's
is
gonna.
offside. I still, even though it's knockout, I think they go right to penalties, by the way. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of want to find out.
87th minute.
We gotta see if any match has gone.
It's
Beating the
Wrong,
idea
you know,
of
like-
staying. I'm actually beating the idea of staying up.
Oh really?
Watching the rest
Just
of the game.
powering
Oh,
through.
no, without it, I'm not streaming anything else. I'm thinking we're just going in there. I don't know. Beating the idea.
Yeah. I'll be going.
I don't know.
straight after
Biscuit's here. I'll watch a game with him if he wants to.
this. Yeah.
Scores around the league. Quattro was in the 90th minute versus Pumas. They look like they're going to go past. They're up 1-0. 2-2 between the Revs and Atlas in the 81st minute. Philadelphia at 90th minute with DC United. They look like they're going to penalties. And Charlotte FC, 57th minute, they're still 0-0 against Cruz Azul. And the next game hasn't been played yet is probably the best game besides this. RSL versus Lyon. RSL with the big changes they made, big signings they made, going up against the Champions League champions. So that's what we got going on now. Be interesting to see how it works.
Up next in Glory Hunters. Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, stick around if you,
no,
for some reason, you're after watching. You join the Discord and you can watch and hang out with us direct.
And you can hear me lose bets and curse and scream words I can't say
I
on
heard
stream.
about that. I heard about that. Tommy told me about that. That was heartbreaking.
I was 1 second away,
I
bro.
told him. Like, just do cash out. This team's too good. This FC team. This fucking Cincinnati FC. I watched too much.
But it was
I
like
wouldn't say I know this league like the back of my hand or anything, but I do know this league better than the other Glory Hunters. You know?
True. That's
Yeah,
facts.
I mean-
That
Yeah,
100%
I mean-
you do.
I've been keeping an
but
eye on that.
the way,
You got to remember they eliminated
way
us.
you
I've
lost
been keeping
them,
an eye on them forever, and I knew that Lucio Acosta, former DC United player, is probably one of the best players in the damn league. I know.
Yeah.
the way Tommy described the way you lost that bet, it was similar to betting on a horse race, and the leading horse just changes direction on the final furlong and just runs the other way.
It was the final kick of the game.
It was final kick of the game. Yeah. By the way, it was legit. There was another handball just prior to that, so you didn't get screwed. As
Two
much.
handballs with the one kick.
They literally
Yeah,
needed to hold on
handballs.
2 more seconds. If they had cleared the ball, I would have won my money.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. Oh my god! But I couldn't help but laugh. I mean, all you can do is laugh. Yeah,
Yep.
it's like a slapstick.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, nice defense, really. Way to go. Wait, my guy Duncan hasn't really got those touches that I promised. By the way.
No,
But in fairness, a lot of the games been played in the middle of the field, and he's he's a right fullback.
been a war zone.
So yeah, middle of the field really is where it's all gone on. So in fairness, it wasn't as well. This doesn't have to be there. Sometimes it works out that way.
it's been a battle in there. It really has. Roy Keane would have loved this match.
From the Empire State to the Garden State. Then why don't you call it New York, New Jersey like you used to? Jackass. Fucking playing.
They're covering the whole state. Yeah.
Well, it used to be New York, New Jersey Metro Stars, which I'm fine with because whatever. I mean, they want the New York name on it because, well, New York.
Yeah, at the time, it was fine because we didn't have. It was all we had. So
That's all we
whatever.
had. So it's New York, New Jersey. Yeah, I mean, most of all the footballs play in New Jersey, American football. The Jets and the Giants, except Buffalo. Buffalo's in Canada, if you ask me. I don't consider them New Yorkers. But right in the box. They got to play. New York's got a last chance play right here. Actually, I wouldn't say that. They got 6+. Maybe they're gonna prove me wrong and walk it in. But I just don't feel like they have the skill to do it. Maybe it's time to prove me wrong right now.
Great defending there by Red Bull. They just
They really have.
close off
It
the
does
angles.
seem, and that's got to be a little scary when the crucial tackle comes in. They're there, they're there with bells on. I have to, give the team a little bit of a compliment. Oh, they're in the box again.
They're trying here.
Play. Here we go.
They're trying here.
Yeah, well, give the ball away.
That was ugly.
Yeah, really ugly. That's on both ends though for both teams. Nobody can finish.
We should have had a soundboard and that whoop sound. Whoop.
We should have that. You know what we should have? I'll get it next time. No, the Roblox sound. Oof.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a button.
Oof. There's a whole documentary about that. We'll talk about that another time. But
What, Roblox?
a guy, the oof sound. There's a whole
What's one of the
documentary.
greatest
Oh yeah, the
sounds in
oof set.
video
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking
games.
about.
Sounds like
H Bomber guy did a great documentary on it.
on the oof sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is really one of the greatest sounds in video game history.
It is.
I never played a game of Roblox. Get on your feet, Duncan. Come on, man. You make me look stupid.
The guy who claimed to invent it, he says he's designed sounds for all of these games. He said he was the first American to work in a Sonic game. It's all bullshit.
Oh, really? It's also
Yeah,
full of horse shit.
Yes.
Shocking.
There's a whole documentary about it. I don't want to say on it. I don't want to get sued. I won't even say his name in case it pops up
Sounds like a kid.
in the search for.
3.5 minutes
Yeah.
to play.
Oof.
It's a great
Throw
sound.
everything and the kitchen sink at the
Good,
Red
good,
Bulls.
great sound.
Last roll of the dice here.
Be that cute with the ball. Come on,
Oh, that was
Johnny.
actually a
John does.
decent cross in the end.
John does stuff like this sometimes. He does
He
not make
forgets
good
how to
judgments
defend.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think when because he's barely a defender.
Yeah, it's like he
You
forgets
know,
what
yeah.
he's supposed to do.
This is the second time in 2 games where he
But
put
delivery,
in bad. Wasn't a bad delivery. It just really solid D.
great clearance. Oh,
All- you know,
unbelievable
I mean,
clearance.
all the fullbacks have really played well. Reyes, Niels, and Harper
Dumps it forward.
have played quite well. Duncan, I like Duncan a lot.
Chanel.
Tell me something. If you were gonna kick the ball high to that area, would you kick it to the area where Reyes is? Probably
Oh.
not, right? And you saw both of those services straight to Reyes. That's where the decision making comes into play.
Uh-oh.
No.
I don't like this.
Parks. Anywhere will do now for the Red Bulls.
That, oh, the defense is too good.
2
They
minutes
can't.
left. Yeah, the defense is really.
It's a swarm. It's unbelievable how organized they are.
It does feel like a little Leon LA FC ish.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and I think even Miami would have
Another
a tough
injury?
time against
Seriously?
defense.
Will chase this one down. Across comes Chanel.
So Lusain's got them playing. They're turtling because there was no Red Bulls
Yeah.
there at all. They're turtling now.
On Kyle Duncan.
We go. We'll have one more in there.
I like that. I
like that
turtling,
expression. I just made it up.
Yeah. Yeah. You just invented a new term for soccer.
Soccer, you like that?
Turtling.
He did. He turtled.
Yeah, it's good.
Got these guys all
Yeah.
turtled up right now.
In England, they call it parking the bus. They're going to park the bus for the next 5 minutes
Pellegrini lofts it.
because you can park a bus in there.
Yeah.
Pushed on now for Tyler Magna.
Uh-oh.
Is this the final chance of the game?
I like
Yeah, it
turtling.
might
though.
be.
That's a good phrase.
This oh no.
Oh!
Well, that guy,
lost
he has
control
not
at the
made
last
one
second.
solid. I mean, he has never. Every shot this guy's made hasn't challenged anybody.
Gotta give him some credit. I like
He's had a bad
Who
day
is
at the
that
office.
guy now? He
Yeah.
hasn't really had a good day at the office there.
through that individual brilliance, and he does a really nice job.
Look at
You're
that. It's
absolutely
just
right. He could have gone down. That would have been a
golden
foul.
Probably could have
opportunity
given
there.
it another touch, volleyed or something. Man,
Yeah.
30 seconds, and I think he'll blow the whistle right away. There's no reason not to. Last chance if they can get it upfield.
From further bright
Uh,
lights in the Hudson
not
River
happening.
Derby. And advancing. And it's all over.
Oh wow,
The Red
Well.
Bulls take it. And advance
Well, they
in
blew the whistle.
Leagues Cup play.
it's a little weird.
Yeah, normally they go a minute over.
Yeah, yeah, sure. He's not
GG
early.
there.
Put them out of
Tommy.
their misery.
Yeah, GG.
That's a great
I wish
goal.
we were both better.
Great goal.
Me too.
Yeah.
Troy Saint with a perfect
You're
plan.
still in it.
Hey.
You're still there.
Absolute perfection.
You
Well,
Follow
you won the
through.
U.S. Open Cup. You won. I mean, this
We're able to make it very
Derby, it seems to go kind of back and forth. I mean, it doesn't matter how good the other team is
Break that initial pressing,
or
create
isn't.
from there. It was a
Last
very tough match. In the end,
the last one went to Red Bulls in the season back in May. Prior to that, September, 2-0 for City,
Make that 15 victories
and
for the
a couple
Red
months
Bulls
earlier
CFC in 26
July,
meetings, with the most
1-0 New York, and then in June 3-0, 1-0 City and 3-0 Metro.
where they'll face either
So
Philadelphia
this is a back and forth derby with in recent right year with the City with the slight edge, and that makes sense considering they won a championship 2 years ago.
Fernandez,
Yeah.
the boy
Yeah.
from the Bronx. What a story.
Yeah.
It continues to be
Um,
for Fernandez.
But
They could still make an impact. I just there's something about this team. They're dogged.
and That's what makes this
And
a special.
I think they need to make a signing or somebody that's exciting and interesting on offense. You know.
well, this will give them confidence going into the next match.
Could
They're
be.
still in the tournament.
This could
Is
be
it round of
their
16
own
they're in
series
now?
here. Player of the match, John Tolkien, according to FootMob.
He had a good match.
Yeah, he definitely he played
I
well.
mean, yeah. I mean, he's one of those attacking fullbacks that forgets his job. Yeah. You see it a lot with fullbacks. They forget how to defend. A lot of them. Gareth Bale, that's where he started, left back. And,
yeah.
he
He's
was
too good to leave
yeah,
there.
He's too good to leave there.
Yeah, he was too
He was always forward, so it's like,
Yeah.
I think it was Harry Redknapp. He's, I'm just going to put him left midfield because he's always there anyway.
Yeah.
And Luka Modric was a right winger, and he goes, "No, I'm putting him in the middle. He's too good to be out in the wing." He made all these players, like made them. He molded them.
That's good.
But it could have easily been Omir Fernandez. It could have been Edelman. It could have
Well,
been
I give it
Ryan.
Tolkien. That's
The list
interesting.
goes on of Red Bulls players who just were up for the fight tonight.
And if you're Troy saying you got to be pleased.
J.R.R.
It was a
Tolkien.
collective effort.
John
It wasn't
Tolkien.
one player's individual
There's no J.R.R. I made up the R.R. bit,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Johnny Tolkien. And
working together within the system that were faithful to the style.
New York Red Bull finds himself in the round of 16.
Paid off.
Yes, sir.
Biscuit, I said in the last match, if I was in that team, I'd be calling that kid J.R. That's a great nickname.
By the
Yeah.
way, Pumas
Yeah.
has been eliminated by Quattero. Quattero. Is what
So
we're
who the-
saying. And,
So it's the winners of Philly and DC meet Metro in the next round, in the round of 16.
I say we go and see if there's any shootouts right now, and we say goodbye to everybody. If you want
Okay.
to, join us. And good night, everyone. Glory Hunters. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good night.